With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 90 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shaz's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran shoot of feeling so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Once licked off across the board with charge to what because his code can be ignored, just how much DSP makes us feel so bored to help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machine. Snorting, burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if battery fun is child can't see if hours make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before lunching into a big pretending there for bills when truth is dead to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of call his cat and fatty life and all his strife of forgetting that it's unwell and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act, that is a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. She's nearly over and awareness in sight with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not light. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Monday the 20th of May 2024. Do hope you're all doing very well indeed, and hope you're enjoying your day so far and your week so far. It was a good weekend, it was a very robust weekend, and thus it means we're fucking fresh into a brand new week. And Phil Burnell, of course, the weekend can only mean one thing for Phil Burnell. No, not precious time with family. No, not creating special memories and getting to fucking know his area and community better. No, no, no. The weekend can only mean one thing for Philip Burnell, and that is him playing some more WWE Champions with the latest weekend event they got going on. And Phil's current standing so far, according to TG Gamebox, tracking the minimum expenditure of Phil Burnell is $1,634 so far spent by Phil this weekend. That's not this week, that's not this month, that's not this year. That was within the span of what happened over the weekend right there. 4 figures dropped and still growing as far as I can believe. It honestly baffles the fucking mind. And right before payday as well, as usual fucking payday, remember, is not due until tomorrow. I think he gets his money tomorrow. I might be wrong on that, but I believe the 21st is his payday kind of thing, so yeah, it's fucking crazy. $1,634 spent at a minimum. And remember, TJ doesn't fucking track the maximum. This is the minimum amount you can spend to get to where you are on this fucking table here. With that the points you get, the absolute minimum we spent is $1,634. It could be more, it probably will be more, but this is the absolute bare minimum. And the Wolf is surprised, 1,634 in one weekend. He's done worse. Sometimes it's not unusual for Phil. Sometimes he goes 2,000, 3,000 in a weekend event. It is insanity. But yeah, currently this weekend event, however, he is in 4th place. Fucking shout out to 4th place. Sorry, fucking #1 ranked American perhaps. Who knows if AJ and Guy, Quinito and Rocky are American or not. If they're not American, then Phil will be the highest ranked American player. So he's #1 American, 4th in the world for WWE Champions. But yeah, Phil had an interesting mixed day yesterday. The day stream only saw him get $19 for his React crap. The night stream got him $107, but despite telling his audience we're not sure if we're going to have a poll or whatever to fucking change up what's it is, his Dark Souls last night, okay, the throwback stream, he was watching his old Dark Souls content. Even though he got to wear a fucking hat, even though he got $100 in tips or whatever, rather than continue Dark Souls, or rather than have a poll to determine what happens next, Phil just decided, you know what, I want to fucking do a stream and we're a watch 5 content I made with my friends. Phil Burnell is too fucking homesick. He misses the only friends he's ever had in his entire fucking miserable life, and he wants to have a stream where he gets to fucking watch the content and think back to the times where he actually had fucking actual real friends in his fucking life and had that sort of social interaction which he has none of today. First of all, Phil,
fuck you and your friends.
And second of all, it's quite fucking pathetic you're trying to fucking monetize your friends once more. This is just you fucking trying to profit off your friends that you've always fucking done in the past. Don't fucking believe me? Well, let's fucking listen to what Howard and Rambo said back in the fucking day.
I feel it's important to get the story out there, man. Exercise some demon.
I forgot how fucking slow Rambo talked. I'm speeding this sumbitch up to 1.5. He was a slow talking bastard. Don't mind, and let's have it at 1.5.
People want to seek it out. It's up there. I feel it's important to get the story out there, man. Exercise some demons and dispel some things that have been said and that are out there, you know.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, and it's just one thing that we try to avoid, but
Yes.
it gets to a point where it cannot be avoided.
Yeah,
No?
exactly. So, basically, this is a response to a lot of things, including a video posted by one Fillium 2 days ago, who recorded himself scolding us like a high school gym teacher, saying that you're immature and you need to learn how to be men.
Yeah.
So, you know, there you go. And the main thing is, like, people really want to know why we don't do anything with him anymore. And he himself, oddly, is saying that he wants to know why, you know. But that video that he put out, I think, is a perfect example of why. You know, so if you really, like, examine it, it's a video he puts out on Thanksgiving Day, which I don't really understand. And last year, Thanksgiving, he decided to unfollow me, which caused some issues. So something with Thanksgiving, I don't know if he's eating something that doesn't agree with him. Maybe he needs to follow your turkey recipe.
Yeah, it really, I think for me, it really started with that, because not only did he unfollow, like, the way I noticed it was when I was on Twitter, I looked at his people that he was following, and he unfollowed both of us. And there was no really no rhyme or reason to it, which I thought was, I think that was the first shot. I'll be honest with you.
It's weird stuff. Like, especially when you work and you work hard and stuff, you look forward to certain days off. And, like, Thanksgiving is a certain day, like, with your family and whatnot. And then, like, just to do these things on Thanksgiving, it sounds silly. It is just a day, but you're showing no concern, like, for the other person. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to cause shit. Like, suddenly you get inundated with messages, and people, you know, while you're trying to enjoy a day with your family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I understand completely. I just, there's a lot of, there's going to be a lot of things talked about, you know, and again, we're not here, and we just want to reiterate this, we are not here to defame anyone. This is just to let people know our side of the story, because people have a tendency to just view one thing and not look at it from another way and trying to understand the other party's view on it.
And I'm not like, I don't know about you, I'm not angry with the guy. We've said before publicly, like, we wish him the best, don't wish him any ill. You know, I hope he, like, makes a ton of cash and has a great life, man. You know, why would I not feel that way? What is it? How does that affect me?
Yeah, and going back to what we were saying before, I don't make money off of this, and I don't know about you, John, but it's not something that bothers me. It's just something I enjoy doing.
Yeah, man. Until this point, which is a good, it's been a long time. Until this point, we've not said anything against him because, like I said, I wish him the best. I don't want to hurt him, and saying anything negative about him, I feel could hurt his livelihood. And the other thing is, there's a lot of history. There's a lot of good times, man. There's a lot of really good times, and you kind of you'll piss on a lot of that stuff by doing this. And I feel like things should be kept in house amongst friends. You know, a circle of trust amongst friends. Howard, do you believe in such things for people?
No, I wholeheartedly believe in that, and that's why I'm a little ticked off about this, because, you know, it's one of those things where, like, you know, you can't even trust him in terms of, like, sending a message, like a text message, because you don't know if that's going to get publicly put on, like, YouTube, or if he's going to make a video about it. Because it's something, you know, if I send you a message, I don't expect you to the next day or 2 days later or whatever make you know, during your regular vlog sessions, you go ahead and you publicly read the message.
Yeah,
and
that's a great point, because like, what we're going to be doing today is kind of maybe revealing some things, and I've kind of really held against doing that, because it does make you in a sense a hypocrite to be doing the same thing that has caused you pain or caused you, you know, to be pissed off. But it gets to the point, like, enough is enough, man. At this point, it's really jumped the shark, and things have got to be put out there, man. Sadly.
Yeah. Yep.
And the thing that's like, the other thing that's sad about it is no one listens to this kind of stuff, and then, or listens to, like, him talk about us or us talk about him, and then goes, oh, these guys are fucking cool. You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
It's disgusting stuff. It's sad. It's not. You're not creating content. It's freaking garbage content for the bottom of the barrel, man, and that's what it is. But you get dragged into it, unfortunately. You know. So, you know, getting back to his video, it's really full of which, as I said, it's an example of the problem itself. You know, it's full of what's been a long history of him saying things publicly, out of turn, exaggerating things, and or saying just saying shit that's not just not true.
Yeah.
About me, about others, man. So, and again, people get pissed listening to this as a consolation prize. If you really think about it, if you're a fan of Phil's, you have to agree that I did, and I know you did to an extent, everything you could to help him over the years. You know, and so much so that to this day he makes money off of videos that we're in to this day, every day.
Yeah.
Whether it's, you know, 10 cents, whether it's $10, whatever the hell it is.
And he's still going to keep on making money off of those friends next weekend when he has this fucking throwback live stream. Looking back on this fucking thing they made back in, what, fucking 2012 or something. You know, this, if you guys have never seen this video, by the way, you know what I mean? Also, there's nothing to see because the video is just this blank screen. with the audio, an hour and a half long of Howard and Rambo recapping some experiences and their their interactions previously and the things that Phil had made a video. This video was not made because Howard and Rambo felt like they were going to be mean. Phil fucking ran his mouth first. Phil said a bunch of shit first on publicly. He made a video himself. Phil. So Howard and Rambo, despite staying silent for so long, and they were just going to let it fucking fizzle out essentially. They were no longer friends with Phil essentially. But Phil kept fucking getting asked by his own audience, are you going to do anything with Howard and Rambo Rambo again? When are you going to do Smart Guys going to return and all that shit? Because Phil used to fucking do a show called Smart Guys, wrestling kind of show, done that with Rambo all the time. And Phil kept promising his audience he's going to fucking try and do gameplay again, with his friends from back back through the East Coast or whatever. But that never materialised, because anytime these friends would contact Phil and see how he was doing, it wasn't a case of just fucking talking to your friends and catching up and enjoying fucking talking to each other. Phil's immediate response, his go-to fucking thing to say was, when do you want to fucking make a video? Phil Burnell was always fucking focused on money and profiting from his friends. He didn't fucking see them as fucking friends. He saw them as fucking tools to make money. And that's why our fucking friendship died, because fucking Howard and Rambo got fed up of being used. And there were multiple things happened in the years that they were, they'd known each other essentially, which fucking led to this breaking point essentially, where they two, fucking his friends were forced to make a video setting the record straight from their perspective. As I said, if you guys are interested in watching this yourself at some point, I would highly recommend listening to it. It is certainly fascinating stuff to hear if you've never heard his best friend shit all over him before and debunk him. So there you go. I could easily fucking just listen to more and more of that, but now I've got some bingo to focus on. Is Phil live yet? Not sure if Phil's live yet. I don't think he is now. Oh, would you look at that? Phil Burnell's been getting tons of super chats already. A $20 super chat and a $5 super chat. Oh, lucky. Chris the Gamer, a standard supporter out of absolutely nowhere, became a supporter, then gave Phil 20 buckaroos on top of that. So it gave him. Oh, so he's starting now. Look at that shit. Let's just pause that son bitch. So he became a standard supporter, the absolute minimum, then gave him 20 bucks in a super chat. Could he not just become an ultra supporter? And got the perks and benefits of being an ultra supporter on DSP Gaming. But yeah, Phil Burnell starting now. But before we start with that shit, Nerd Brew has made something. And he's called it DSP Gaming Paranormal Intro, The Con of Demons of Renton. So a minute long, but I want to check this out. Let's see what monstrosity that Nerd Brew's created this time. Thank you to Paul J. Bradley Jr. for the super chat, who says, so Phil ran his mouth because he was stream snipes? I mean, what do you mean he ran his mouth? I don't quite. Do you mean last night? I don't actually know what happened last night. Was Phil stream sniped last night? He was even playing games last night. How can he be stream sniped when he wasn't even playing games for somebody to stream snipe him in? I might be missing some context here, but as far as I'm aware, that Phil, all I know is that how much money Phil made. I don't know anything that happened on his streams themselves. All I know is that fucking a day stream earned him like $19, and night stream got him 100. And if anything else happened on those streams, I am unaware. So I generally have no fucking idea if anything what happened, or whatever. If it was stream sniped, or if it was like fucking troll contributions, troll Argentinian member bombs, if it was fucking view bots or whatever. I'll point out, I just saw Clean saying that he had several member bombs last night, I think. So yeah, I had no idea. Maybe it'll say so in gamer faces and thing. Let's see. Nah, it's just, well, it says unlimited memberships. there's a fucking telltale sign right there, you know what I mean? So yeah, Phil was definitely member bombed at the arse then, with the infinity sign unlimited memberships. Only 16 buckaroos in the super chat, so oh dear, terrible. Paul J. Brazo, that was Saturday. Paul J. Brazo, that was Saturday night. He was supposed to play Helldivers 2 on Saturday, and he had the game loaded, and I said, you know what, I can't be arsed. Yeah. So that was nothing to do with stream sniping. That was just him fucking being bored of the game and wanting any excuse not to fucking play it, and he fucking used his audience as a way out, even though the audience were telling him to play the fucking game. He ran a poll in his fucking stream chat, and the fucking stream chat voted for him to play the fucking game, and then he blamed the fucking viewbots and not shitting detractors and trolls for skewing the results of the poll. Yeah, he in Saturday night he was meant to play Helldivers, and he just said, fuck this shit, I'm out, because he was fed up and bored of playing that game. So it was just a chill Q&A night instead. And I think that chill Q&A night got him $104. Yep. Oh, that was just insane though. Can you imagine fucking trying your best to fucking get out of playing a game that you promised your audience you would play? It was a part of your schedule, and then you just said, oh, you know, I can't be arsed tonight, fuck this shit. So yeah, anyway, here's a super chat, Paul J. Brazo. Let's watch the rest of Nerbrew's Corner Demons of Renton Netflix style trailer. Spooky shit indeed. Fucking Nerbrew scaring the shit out of me with that kind of fucking content creation. So yeah, Nerbrew's fucking trailers are always fucking... He has the fucking good music. He always knows fucking good music to fucking use, and you know, good editing style as well. So yeah, fucking Nerbrew. He has too much fun with that shit. But, you know, fuck it. So let's focus on the bingo now, shall we? And to do bingo, we need a random number. This is the 5x5 card. The first number in chat I see will be what I use for today's bingo card, and the first number in chat I saw was actually from Meester, who said 7. So yeah, Meester will be the one responsible today for the bingo success or failure. So yeah, there we go. Let's just type in 7 here. There we go. And yeah, this is the bingo card we have for today's show. And so here we go. We need Phil to say, oh, interesting. Him to get $15+ in tips, him saying on demand, and positive. The second row is Phil saying okay, him using hateful slurs, him touching his eye, him saying comment and fun. The third row is Phil saying there you go, now, him snorting, him saying you know what I mean, and him clearing his throat. The fourth row is Phil saying voted, tired, alright, him smacking his lips, and him saying by the way. The fifth and final row is Phil laughing, him saying what the fuck are you talking about, although what are you talking about is also acceptable, him saying FYI, him mocking his own chat, and finally, him making a weird noise, that goddamn fucking weird noise. If you missed bingo yesterday, we were really on the fence where Phil cleared his throat. Okay, let's just cut to the chase. Last night's bingo was a 4x4 card to try and get a fucking win because we hadn't won for a while. And Phil made a weird noise when by clearing his throat. Now it's a bodily it's just a normal bodily function. But he was struggling to clear the throat properly. So he fucking kept fucking hamming up and trying to fucking go more forceful with it. You know what I mean? And I asked the chat, and it was like 70% were in favour of it being a weird noise. So I was like, you know, I was in two minds. I was like, is it a majority? 70% is quite a strong majority. I did ask for like 8% majority, but in the end I said, you know what? Well, I want to win. so, and also we combined, so Nerd Favor didn't get back to me. Nerd Favor I've not heard a fucking peep from. The bingo prize fund. So it's funny, the bingo prize fund has changed dramatically. It went from 50 buckaroos to 345. So that's a combination of getting a couple of marble victories recently. It's also a combination of getting a full house as well last night. And finally, we have the April bingo prize fund rolled over onto May. The best thing I could think of doing was just rolling over the bingo prize fund. It wasn't claimed. So why not just fucking roll that some bitch over onto May? So yeah, at the end of May, we're going to have a fucking marble race. Remember, it's half and half split, okay? In fact, I might as well fucking go for it now, you know what I mean? The aim in the game is to try and get 25 out of 25 on this bingo board received for you. And yeah, if you want to have a chance of winning this bingo prize, or at least half of it anyway, you've got to make sure you've left a comment on the community post, which is linked in the description of his live stream. Okay, you've got until the end of the month because we're going to have a marble race to determine who gets to take half of that bingo prize fund home. The other half goes to charity. And so there we go. Hopefully the person that wins at the end of the month will be around and active somewhat to claim the prize so we can get it all sorted out and all that jazz. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, honestly, in between now and then, we can try and add the bingo prize on the course because we're trying to get some more bingos on the board between now and the next fucking 11 days. Now, of course, there's a variety of ways for us to get free spaces on the bingo board you see before you. For example, if Phil snorts or burps 10 times before he starts recording for his gameplay for YouTube, that gives us a free space. If Phil says
What?
5 times, that gives us 1 free space. And I'm deciding something now, I'm not going to double up on the bosses. Yesterday was an exception. I don't usually double up on the bosses free space kind of thing. Once we get to 5 bosses, I just fucking lock it in. That's 1 free space done and dusted because I don't. It's never even usually a fucking thing. We've all got, you know. And now he's finished that fucking Another Crab's Treasure game. He's probably not going to say it again for a while. I don't think he's going to say the word
What?
for a good while until he's getting to another fucking game where it's going to have some tough bosses in it. But yeah, it might be not long for his world anyway, so it might be inconsequential. But it's worth 1 free space, put it that way. And of course, guys, the one of our free way to get a free space as well is controlled by you guys. If you guys like the stream, 100 likes on this bingo stream before we finish playing bingo, not only do we get the free space as well, but you guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate the 100 likes. So you guys are in direct control of one of the ways we can get a free space. The rest are controlled by Phil and his bizarre body functions, as well as him saying
What?
5 times. So there we go. I think I've covered all the bases and all that jazz. Let's just make sure, hold on, let's just make sure. Has Phil got a short intro or a long intro today? It's a long intro, he has nothing to talk about. So it's a long fucking intro. Let's just fast forward to the fucking point where it starts. Oh, right there, that's a fucking good point. Yeah, there we go. Spooky looking Phil. And let's also have 1.25 speed ready to fucking go as well. Great stuff. So, I think the only thing left for me to do before we start the show is to press the random Scottish soundboard button to send us off into battle once more.
Welcome to Operation Mindfuck!
Pretty much a perfect fucking sound to accompany this fucking bingo stream. Good luck, everybody. Here we fucking go.
Good morning, everyone. Whoa. Welcome to the show. It's the Level 1 Podcast. How are y'all doing today? It's Monday, the 20th.
I don't understand, like, hold on. What was that start all about?
Good morning, everyone. Whoa.
What is... I am so confused. I am super confused. Can you guys see what... I can't see anything. Oh, is it a notification? The notification vanished right as it started. That was a $20 super chat that the new member Chris fucking Gamer gave him. So that's what Phil was pointing at. There we go. And Meester demands a screenshot of that point. You could say please, you know, Meester. You know, good manners cost fucking nothing. Yeah, you know. You know, you just fucking throwing demands about, you know, like some wee tyrant.
Good morning, everyone. Whoa.
So he points. I love how he points toward the door. And then it's like pointing at himself. And then it ends up doing there. Oh, there we go. Fantastic. How's that, Meester? Is that acceptable? That kind of point right there, is that the perfect point? I don't want to piss off Meester now, he sounds very forceful tonight. That's why I make sure it's an acceptable point. First, I think it's a solid one, you know what I mean, but there we go. Okay, let me go here, go crop that out there, fantastic. Go here, and there we go. And there we go, we have Grug pointing at Corner Demon. Let me just chuck this in the members Discord so they can have all sorts of ungodly fun with this kind of image. There we go. Do what you will, members on Discord. Meester and Tacozilla and Morgana as well. Sometimes fucking messes with pictures, not a shit. You're all welcome, Tate. On you fucking go. Anyway, let's fucking 2 seconds into the fucking stream already. Fucking straight into it.
Oh my god, what's up?
Thank you very much to Kel Denson for a super chat who says a nuke button and bison hat will work. A nuke button? Hey, I'm not going to steal a nuke, no. The nukes are property of Piece of Peace. I am one of the privileged few who has a key for the nuke, you know. All the moderators on Piece of Stream get to enable the nuke, you know what I mean? They type in !confirm when it's a fucking code black, you know? So yeah, I'm not stealing a nuke, that's Piece's thing for sure. And as for fucking hats, you know what I mean? There's only one top tier hat we all know and love.
Fucking inflatable fucking crown.
Yeah, fucking go. Cheers, Kel Denson, for this super chat. Oh yeah, Meester made a Mount Rushmore. I thought that was a work in progress, Meester. I wasn't sure. Like, he didn't seem super confident in it. Because I seen you say it needed some refinement, so I wasn't sure if you were happy enough with it or if there was more to be done. But I mean, by all means, if you want me to. Meester made that last night. I don't know, I have time to show it off in the bingo. I think the bingo is finishing pretty much as he posted that. I'm not sure, but Meester posted his like Mount Ackmore. So there we go. According to Meester, it needs some refinement, so maybe a work in progress, who knows. Yeah, have Phil point towards the mountain. There you go, there's your fucking first picture right there, Meester. Have yourself Phil pointing towards this. Thinking, what the fuck? Anyway, let's get on with the bingo, let's get on with the show, because this is like fucking, like 5 seconds into the stream and we fucking stopped for fucking 3 minutes to check this shit. Oh, Redneck Ogre says, I've ruined the word boss. I didn't say the fucking word boss. No, the word
Boss
was said by Phil Burnell, so he can be fucking blamed for saying the word
boss.
No, me. I say the word boss like every other fucking normal person on the planet would fucking say it, but only Phil Burnell is the type of person that would say
Boss
like that. Oh, bloody hell. It's even funnier when he does it in slow-mo.
Boss.
There we go. It's random. Every time you press the button, it's random. Whether it's fucking normal speed or slow-mo. I just wanted a slow-mo version because I didn't hear it for a while. But, yeah. That's a pretty painful afterlife, man. Lego's barefoot. Fuck me. I mean, sometimes you can just go too far with what you wish on people, Redneck. I'm just saying.
Welcome to the show. It's the Level 1 Podcast. How are y'all doing today? It's Monday, the 20th of May, 2024, and I hope that you all are doing well and ready for a great show. Starting a new fresh week here, and good stuff coming up right on the horizon. If you're not aware, we've got a brand new release tomorrow. We've got a humongous update, balance patch, and new character in Street Fighter 6 on Wednesday. Good stuff all around. In fact, coming up, one of the topics we're going to talk about today is another new thing coming out in just about a week. Did you know that Multiverses is going to relaunch on May 28th? Well, maybe you didn't know and you know now. This morning, they dropped the big trailer. And I want to talk a little bit about that because there were some exciting announcements in that trailer about the upcoming game. So we've got a little bit to talk about today. What I'd like to do is briefly recap what we did yesterday with the React show. Both React shows, actually, because we had the DSP versus the Internet clip show. And then we had the Retro React of Dark Souls continuing last night. And I'd like to give you the results of, what people thought and how that went. Because we actually have an announcement about next week's Retro React now based off of last night. And we have a little bit of news today. I already mentioned Multiverses, which we're going to discuss. And then also, basically now, the whole lineup of events that are going to happen in early June. That essentially is E3 week without E3. Because if you remember, traditionally E3, the Electronic Entertainment Expo, would always happen around the very beginning of June. And this was the giant convention where all the different game companies would go to showcase their new games and products, new consoles, etc. But during COVID, E3 fell by the wayside, and since COVID, there has not been an E3, and E3 is officially 100% canceled for good and never coming back. So now what we have every year is basically now like a week or 2 weeks where all these companies just kind of loosely do digital events to announce all their new games and things. And so we'll talk a little bit about that. I have the schedule of what actually is happening, and I want to tell you, at the very least, the ones that I'm interested in covering. Now, when I say interested in covering, I don't know if that entails that I'll actually like do a live React stream to them, or if I just kind of watch and read up on all the stuff in them, and then I summarize my thoughts, and then I do maybe a stream where I do the recap reactions like I used to do. If you remember, I never did live reactions to those. I always would watch them live with you guys, take notes, and then immediately following when they went offline, I would do my own recap reaction stream. And that worked well for many years. But then last year, people said, hey, will you do a live react to these events? And I said, okay. So I did Summer Games Fest, and Xbox, and I think I did Sony. And honestly, they did horribly. Like, there wasn't a lot of views. People weren't really caring that much about me doing the live reactions. In fact, in comparison, I did my own recap reactions separate from the live reaction, and that did better. Like, no kidding. The views on that were actually bigger. So I'm not exactly sure how to cover it this year. I think what we should do is talk about it together. You know, we have a couple of weeks to figure this out, so that way I can put it into my schedule however we want to do it. I'm down for either. I just want to do what people are going to care about. I don't want to be doing a live react that no one cares about. At the same time, I don't want to be doing a recap.
Okay, before Phil even continue, Phil, I was trying to hold it in, but Phil, you are not very good at live reacting to things. You lack the mental capacity to be able to fucking form intellectual thoughts on the fly. But the reason why you don't do live react stuff on the fly, because you need time to prepare what you want to say. That's how your fucking mind operates. That's how your mind works now. So yeah, you lack the skill and ability to do live react content. That's why people don't like it, because you're not good at it. Now, when you've got time to formulate the things you want to fucking say, now that's a different thing altogether, because you can fucking speak bullshit for a long fucking time and say, you know, spend ages on but nothing. You know, in fact, I think I have a sound clip for that exact kind of thing.
For the next 20 minutes, I'm going to be talking and saying absolutely nothing.
Yeah, there's always a sound clip for everything, but yeah, that's basically Phil Burnell down to a fucking T right there. Ah, bloody hell. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so Phil, you're shit at fucking reacting. That's just the long and short of it. I think somebody asked me, who was it asked me? Somebody asked me something there, and I missed it. Oh yeah, Wolf. No, that's a super chat. So it counts for tips only. So yeah, somebody gave me a $20 super chat, but that is different from tips. He needs to get $15+ in tips before he starts recording for gameplay. So you have to wait and see what happens with that. Super chats do not count.
Recap reaction, and people would rather just have me talk about it here on my podcast. You know what I mean? I guess, we really need to investigate and discuss this a little bit differently this year. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about on the show today. You know, we have any extra time to do anything else, of course, like Q&A or anything like that, we will. By the way, I just want to say early on, it looks like I got some support. Thank you to the people who supported the stream early on. I really appreciate that. I shout out contributions near the end of the show. So just so you know, I'm very grateful and appreciative, but since I have these topics to talk about, I would like to talk about them first. Because the thing is, if I start doing shout-outs, we could get completely derailed in another direction and then never get to the topics at hand, okay? So, thank you for the contributions. I will shout those out later. I really appreciate that. Okay. So, let's get started, shall we? Let's start talking here at the beginning about what's going on. And yesterday was React Day. Once a week on Sunday, all day long, I basically split up the content with a day of all reacting, okay? And I like that because it allows me to not just do gameplay. It's variety. It breaks things up and makes it feel fresh. Yesterday, we did the 2 React shows. We started off with the DSP versus the Internet clip show on DSP Reacts. And, you know, it went pretty standard, I would say, for a React show. You know, attendance was good. And, you know, people were engaged and talking about the clips and everything, which was great. Good variety of clips, although admittedly there was some silly ones there, too, that were kind of dumb. But that's kind of the beauty of the show. You never know what you're going to watch. And
I love how that is mocking his member. He gets these clips from members who pay him money so they can fucking react to his shit. So him to fucking mock the clips that his members are giving him money to fucking react to. That's him mocking his chat right there. He is mocking his fucking pay piggies for sending clips that were not fucking intellectually good enough for his fucking attention span. No, they were silly, they were dumb. They weren't worth my time.
And there could be a week with some really dumb stuff, and there could be a week with really intelligent stuff, or you get a mix. And I like the variety we're getting. But something yesterday, it's kind of interesting. We watched every single clip that was submitted. All of the Ultra members were guaranteed to get their clips watched, and all of the actual submission tier members also got their videos watched. Now, I'm not saying that we watched each video at length. A lot of those videos were long. They were like 10, 20 minutes long. This is a clip show. So we only usually watch a clip for a few minutes at a time. It is a 3-hour show where I'm trying to get through something like 40 clips, you know? So anyway, I liked the show a lot. And those videos are obviously going live over the course of the week. But...
Oh, was that an eye touch? It's hard to tell because his fingers were in the way. Like, I know, was he just scratching the bridge of his nose or whatever?
A lot. And
this right here, what's he doing here? It looks like he's... Yeah, I think it's an eye touch. I think it's like scratching his eyelid here.
Those videos are obviously going live over the...
It's hard to tell though, like, I can't... Nah. Is that Was it the corner of his eye or was it his nose? Balls. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Look, if we can't tell, we'll watch it one more time. If we can't tell, we can't count it yet.
So anyway, I liked the show a lot. And those videos are obviously going live over the course of the week. But
see, I wasn't looking at this eye, by the way. I was looking at that eye. You know, I'm going to count it. Fuck it, you know. I'm going to count it.
Burger.
support was really bad. Now, that's not a regular thing. Usually for the React show, support's decent. So I'm not complaining.
No, it's not. Usually it's fucking shit anyway, and you fucking rely on the 1 Minute Man's fucking generous podcast contributions to fucking tide it over. So no, the React show's always had really poor support, Phil. That is not news.
And saying, oh my god, the sky is falling. I remember about a month ago, we had another React today that was actually quite slow. It's alright, okay? I just hope that it doesn't keep being a pattern.
Burger.
FYI, that channel, DSP Reacts,
Burger.
doesn't really make a lot of ad revenue at all, simply because half the videos end up getting claimed. I can tell you right now, part 1 of that show yesterday, the moment I uploaded it, immediately got claimed, no ad revenue. And I'm like, geez, every single time that I do that show.
Who fucking cares?
That channel is profitable from 2 things, okay? Number 1, memberships. People who are becoming members to nominate the clips to be watched on the show. So if you're one of the members on that channel, I really appreciate it. If you're an Ultra member or submissions tier, thank you so much for being a part of that channel. Now, I'm also aware there's actually people who are becoming members on that channel who don't care about submitting clips. They just want to support my stuff. And I actually really appreciate that because I've been noticing regulars are coming by and just becoming a standard member. Now, standard membership, you can't nominate a video for the show, but people just want to support that channel anyway. And I'm like, wow, that's really nice of you. If you come by and you become a standard member or give standard memberships, that's still nice of you. So thank you to those who are doing that as well. Now, the other way that that channel makes profit is the live streams. So when I have a Sunday like yesterday where the stream didn't do well at all, yeah, that's disheartening. And I got to hope that that's not a pattern. So let's see how it goes next weekend. Hopefully there'll be a turnaround. And the thing is, in June, there's going to be more content on that channel. Like I just mentioned, in June, there's all of these gaming event conferences. I may do live reacts or I may do my recap reactions. And when I do, they will be on that channel. Okay? So there will be additional content to watch on DSP React in the month of June. Maybe that'll boost it a bit. We'll see. Okay? All right. So after that, last night, we did a retro react stream on my DSP Throwback channel of Dark Souls 1. Now, this was continuing on when we had done the first retro react of that game way back in February. Yeah, if you can believe it. It was actually that long since we had waited to do it because people had wanted narrative-based games and they wanted me to actually get through the entirety of those games. So, you know, Heavy Rain took a month and a half. The Walking Dead Season 1 took a month and a half. So we're finally back to a point where now we can do different games again. And we had a poll. And even though I absolutely know that the poll was skewed by trolls, overall, it went to Dark Souls 1, and I was pleased with that. You know, I wanted to continue on with that playthrough and react further to my first run from 2011 when I am so clueless in this playthrough. I am now 21 parts. So if you do the math, it's about almost 4 hours into the game. I haven't figured out how to lock onto enemies yet. I don't even know how to do it yet. So I'm just swinging and missing wildly on most enemies I fight. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm not even aware you can do it. It took me all that time. The last part from last night, I figured out how to level up. So I played 4 hours in the game at level 1 and never increased any of my stats because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So yeah, that's pretty representative of that original playthrough. It's a huge mess. It's cringeworthy, but it's damn entertaining when I get frustrated at stuff, especially now as, you know, someone 13 years later who knows all about FromSoft, who enjoys those games, who's done multiple runs of all of them, to actually look back at that original run and how ignorant I was and how I reacted to stuff is pretty darn entertaining. So it was good. I think, let's see, what did we do? I refought the Taurus Demon and beat him. I figured out how to get the vendor working, because I didn't even know how vendors work. We got to the Drake's Bridge. We actually took the Drake's tail off, and I got the Drake sword, all right, which is actually a super good early game sword. Went to the next area and got lost. Like, basically, I went to that next area with that boar wearing armor, and I sniped it. I cheesed it. I sniped it with, like, 50 arrows and killed it, but then I couldn't figure out what to do next. And the funny part is, I think the door's, like, right there, and I couldn't find it. So then I ended up backtracking and looking for some other door that doesn't exist, and I was like, oh, it's frustrating these years later. Watching this, like, oh my god, it's so painful knowing what to do and seeing how I'm getting stuck. The audience had a good time. The support on the stream was pretty good, so people seemed to enjoy it. But at the end of the night, okay, I asked everyone on stream, I said, what would you guys like to do? Do you want to continue with Dark Souls? Because FYI, that original Dark Souls run is 66 parts. We're now 21 parts in. So if you do kind of the math, you realize probably it would be another 4 or 5 streams to wrap up the original Dark Souls 1 run. Keep in mind, I didn't beat it. I rage quit it. When I got to Blighttown, I had enough, and I literally completely quit the game. Okay?
Who fucking cares?
So,
Burger.
would you want more of that? And people were like, you know, it was fun, but rather than get stuck into the same game for another month and a half, why not we do some variety? And so we kind of talked it out and determined, hey, what I should do then is I should actually do the second place game that was actually in the poll, which actually was Mario and Sonic at the 2012 London Olympic Games. Super good co-op playthrough that I did many years ago. In fact, I would go as far to say one of the best co-op playthroughs that I've ever done in my history. Like, that playthrough is absolutely epic. It's starring myself, John Rambo, and Joe. 3-player co-op. Each of us just messing around with different characters.
Fuck you and your friends.
By the way, I'm just trying to make sure that the stream for next week set up properly. There it is. It did. So yeah, so that stream's already set up.
What the fuck was that noise? That was on Phil's end.
Make sure that the stream for next week set up properly.
What the hell was that noise? Was that his stream being played back or something?
Different characters. And by the way, I'm just trying to make sure that the stream for next week set up properly. There it is. It did. So yeah, so that stream's already set up for next week. It'll be Sunday night, May 26th. On the late night stream, the premiere of Mario and Sonic at the 2012 London Olympics. By the way, that game is actually from 2011, which I didn't realize. The playthrough is actually a 2011 playthrough. Still using camera, pointed at a TV. Didn't even go direct capture at that point yet.
Did he just say it's still using camera, but it's got a TV?
Still using camera, pointed at a TV.
But it had a TV. Wow, isn't that something? He had a camera, but at least he had a fucking TV to fucking play the game on.
Even go direct capture at that point yet. And man, I just remember, what I keep telling you guys is, there's some playthroughs that for me, they stand out. And the reason they stand out is because they're really, truly like, just super fun times. It's not me playing a game and challenging myself, but instead it's me playing a game just for fun. That playthrough, 100%, was a playthrough that we did. It was so fun to just mess around and be silly with it.
That's called having friends, Phil. You acted as... I love how for Phil Burnell, this is a completely fucking alien experience for him. But this is one of the most unique experiences he's ever had in his fucking life, where he got to fucking play video games with people that actually didn't fucking mind his company at that point in fucking time. For most people, that's a kind of normal thing, especially if you're all into gaming. It's kind of normal to play video games with your friends if they also like fucking video games. That is not a strange oddity. So, but for Phil, it's like it's one of the most unique experiences I've ever fucking had, and it was so much fun because he had friends, and people fucking was there playing games with him, and it's such a meaningful experience.
Well, it's no wonder you don't have any friends.
Fuck you and your friends.
But seriously, Phil, just him, look at the sadness in his fucking face. Thinking back to the times where he actually had fucking people that could fucking tolerate his, being in the same room as him. And they pissed it all away because he fucking prioritised making money over fucking having friends.
And, not only do we do, like, the main game where you could play through various different events like you're in the Olympics, but then there's, like, this board game. It's called London Party, where basically your characters go around a board, and it's your human-controlled characters, but also computer-controlled characters doing various events and knocking each other backspaces on the board. And it was just such a fun experience, okay? So, I cannot wait, personally, next week on Sunday night to react to that playthrough. If you've never seen it, you have missed out greatly. That is a playthrough that is so entertaining and just genuinely positive and fun. Whenever I'm down or I'm feeling like bummed out, if I need to pick me up, I go watch parts of that playthrough. And I just laugh my ass off at how silly that playthrough is. It's so ridiculous. So, I strongly recommend all of you head over to DSP Throwback. The stream is already there as a placeholder. Click on notify me when it goes live and set your clocks. Be there. For next week's Retro React of Mario and Sonic at the London Olympic Games. I think we're really going to enjoy it. I think we're going to have a great laugh riot time hanging out and talking about those old days. It's going to be super neat, okay? So, good stuff coming next Sunday night, all right? So, that was yesterday. Yesterday went, a good day. I had a good time. And today we're getting back into the swing of things of full-time gaming. Today's going to be a good day. And the reason being, there's a couple reasons. Reason number one, because we get to chill, right? We get to relax. We get to enjoy games. We get to interact. I love that. But also, today is the final day that I'm actually playing the year one version of Street Fighter 6. That's right. As of this Wednesday, Street Fighter 6 gets its patch. This releases the final DLC character for Season 1, Akuma, but it also changes the game in a very different way. So basically now the whole game is going to be rebalanced. All right? Every character is going to have different combos, different abilities. This is going to shuffle the deck, per se. Some characters are going to be better, some characters are going to be worse. Will it change anything for my characters that I play? I don't know. We actually won't know until Wednesday. On Wednesday, they've already said they even added new combo trials for each character to showcase the changes to each character so you can figure out exactly, what's new. So tonight is the last chance for me to really play Street Fighter 6 in its original form before these big changes happen on Wednesday. And I see tonight, the late stream when I play Street Fighter 6, as kind of a celebration. A celebration of a year of awesome competitive Street Fighter gameplay here on DSP Gaming, a celebration of my triumphant return to competitive fighting games in a major way, to a point where not only did I play Street Fighter 6, I actually got good at it. I got 5.
No, you fucking didn't. Well, your record is fucking bang average. You fucking lose almost as much as you fucking win. You got a barely above average fucking win-loss ratio. You fucking got to master several characters not through ability or fucking talent, but through attrition, because the game rewards attrition, as you yourself have admitted. You fucking talk about all these other fucking opponents you have, and you fucking say, oh, the game fucking rewards people fucking playing the game over and over again until I get to fucking master rank. And then you get to fucking master rank and you think you fucking done something impressive. It's not very fucking impressive, Phil. What would have been impressive is if you got to master immediately with these characters. Like it took you, what, like maybe a stream or 2 streams to fucking get there. But instead, it took you like sometimes, what, 4, 5, 6 streams or whatever to get to fucking master these fucking characters. And it's usually desperation fucking mode or whatever. Jesus Christ. A former apparent pro. Or for evil one time, if I remember, guys, and he's like fucking... Yeah, is that 56% overall win rate and ranked? And he's fucking jerking himself off about it, thinking he's done something fucking impressive.
In a major way, to a point where not only did I play Street Fighter 6, I actually got good at it. I got 5 characters to master, 4 of which arguably are 4 of the worst characters in the game, right? Zangief, Lily, Honda, Dalsim are not anywhere near top tier in this game. Yet, I got them all to the master rank, and it was all with a positive win-loss ratio. It wasn't like, oh, I grinded endlessly and I have, 1,000 wins and 70,000 losses, but because the way the game works, I hit master. No, I actually legit hit master, all with positive wins. So, that's a huge accomplishment for me. Someone who had been outside of the realm of competitive fighting games for nearly a decade. If you remember, the last time that I actually was trying to be good at fighting games was Street Fighter 4. I haven't really cared about modern or competitive fighters in a very, very long time.
Who fucking cares?
Yeah, I was so happy this last year. Like I said, this really was a triumph for me, an accomplishment. Something that at my age too, I'm in my 40s. It's not like, oh, I'm one of these young kids in 20s and 30s. I'm in my 40s. And to be able to actually do what I've done in this game was very, very meaningful to me. And I want to thank you all for that ride in the last year. For those who showed up, engaged, and supported all of that Street Fighter content, whether it was live or on demand, that means a lot to me. That you guys actually cared about me getting back into Street Fighter for the first time in a very, very long time. And listen, I'm not part of the FGC. I'm just going to say that again. I'm not...
Oh, for God's sake. No, Prophet is a part. I told me to check my DMs. Where, you said check my DMs, but I can't see anything from you, Prophet. You lied to me, boy. Oh, you mean the old DMs, maybe? You talk about... Hold on, I think I know what you're talking about. You're talking about... hold on. I believe you mean this. And also, I believe this. Am I right, Prophets, for that? So, on this one, Zangief, 49.60%. Is that his, like, overall? So, is this his overall total? Like, the last totals I got given, got sent by you, Prophet, were from the 15th, 5 days ago. So, yeah, these are the most up-to-date stats. So that's overall for ranks. Okay, so where's everyone then? So this one was wait, why is there 2 Zangiefs in? Or is one casual, one... So, I don't know. He's negative on Zangief and Aki. Now, I don't know, where's Aki? Oh, was it Aki the other screenshot you're saying? So, was that this one? Ah, that was that one. Hold on. Did he get Aki to fucking master? Or, if he did that, if he got Aki to master with 37% win ratio, there's no way. No, exactly, quit Aki, so yeah, he's talking about the ones he got to master. He had a positive win-loss ratio. But Zangief, though, was below 50%. 371 battles, 255, so that's... I don't know. But yeah, this is the one here. Zangief, 184 wins, 371 battles, 49.60%. So there we go. So Phil's lying, essentially. Phil's trying to claim he had a over 50% win-loss ratio. I believe, now correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Phil tried to pig-explain it last week or so by saying that within the last year or something, he had a positive win-loss ratio with Zangief. Like, I think Phil deliberately tried to not count the first time he played with him. When he fucking told people about his fucking stats. He had a strange way of wording that, you know, I don't think he encoded... When Phil was talking about his fucking ratios, not sure, I don't think he wanted to encode the total one. I think I'm not sure. Oh yeah, and probably right as well. He counts his casual plays as ranked stats, which is just dumb as all hell. But then again, that's just Phil Burnell for you. Just fucking anything fucking day to try and just, you know, claim a fucking victory. Oh, fuck me. Let's get back to you. But basically, Phil's super good at Street Fighter, guys. Just fucking believe me when I say he's fucking great. He wins like 50% of the time, but he's meant to be really good. I love as well. He's fucking trying to bring his age into it. I'm over 40 years old, and I'm still like I'm just average at Street Fighter. Wow. But why is this important? Like, look, Phil's enjoying playing a game. Cool. But this fucking strange deception, kind of delusion he's got of going that he's fucking good at the game. You're not really, Phil. I mean, most people know how to fucking play you. Hell, I've never played Street Fighter in my puff, and even I know the strategy against you. I've never touched a fucking game. I've never touched Street Fighter 6. And yet I would have what I consider a solid strategy if I ever faced Phil Burnell in Street Fighter. It doesn't block low. Phil Burnell doesn't like fucking blocking low. He finds it impossible to block low. He also doesn't like it when you fucking jump a lot. If you're jumping a lot or whatever, you know what I mean, he fucking finds that very awkward to fucking deal with. So yeah, just, you know, low jumps, grabs, so low attacks, grabs, and jumping a bit like a fucking madman. He hates those three. And if you do that against Phil Burnell, you've got a good chance of beating him. That's the sad truth of the matter. Most people know how to fucking play Phil Burnell. Online now, it's those three simple things. I'm not saying I'd win, but Phil was pretty bad at defending against those kind of tactics.
A very long time. And listen, I'm not part of the FGC. I'm just going to say that again. I'm not part of the fighting game community. I haven't been for a very long time. I literally left on purpose. I saw when I was becoming a prominent YouTuber that there was a lot of bad feelings in the FGC about me. Because they were upset that I wasn't trying to be a competitive player, but was getting popularity. So I decided to step out of that realm, and I casually
Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
covered fighting games for about a decade, and now to step back into that realm and actually try to get good at a game again, it's a different kind of a feeling. It's an undertaking. I really am the outsider to that group. I'm not practicing with any people from the FGC. I'm literally just doing random online sets. You know what I mean?
Burger?
So, thank you all. Tonight, the final stream of Year 1 Street Fighter 6 is a celebration of all of that. All right? So that's going to begin at 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, and since this is essentially the final Year 1 stream of Street Fighter 6 I'm doing, it's going to be all Blanca, my favorite and best character in Street Fighter 6. I'm going to do my absolute best tonight to bring in the wins and see how we do. I hope you will join me for that tonight if you can make it. It's a celebration and a send-off for Year 1 Street Fighter 6. Okay?
And I'll probably fucking play casual mode because he's a fucking bitch.
Cool. Now, tomorrow, it's going to be the premiere of a new game, Hellblade 2, the sequel to, obviously, Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice from several years ago. I'm hoping that it's good. You know, everything that I've heard is that the game was well-designed and everything. And hopefully, right, fingers crossed, it ends up being a really good game. I'm going to actually check it out the entire day. I'm going to be playing it first and second streams. You might say, oh, why are you playing it all day? You almost never do that. It's because there's so much going on in the next couple of weeks. I want to give enough time to feel like I got a good chunk into Hellblade 2, because I'm not going to be playing it again right away. So I want to get a good chunk in, and if I don't play it all day, I'm going to feel like I only got a few hours in, and then I got to wait a long time to play it again. You see?
Who fucking cares?
Yeah, boy, what are you up to? Jasper's in office today. He joined me late. The reason he joined me late is a story. So, as I've told you guys, Jasper Kitty is the kind of kitty that wants to be the only pet and cat in the household. Okay? He wants absolutely no one giving attention to anything else but him. He's the attention-centric cat, as you can see. Right now, as soon as I mentioned it, he tried to steal the show by jumping behind me. You see how he does that? See the specific timing he uses, right? So, this morning, I gave him his morning treat. He's eating his treat, and I'm making my bagel and coffee, okay? And I start to eat my bagel, and all of a sudden, I hear this incredibly loud, alarming noise. I don't even know what it is. So I run to the back door, okay? And this cat right here, Jasper Kitty, is in attack mode. He is angrily hissing and roaring in cat mode at the back door, and he is thumping the glass. And I said, Jasper, what are you doing? What's going on? Outside, there's another cat. I think I've told you guys about this cat before. There's another cat outside that's a wild cat. Now, this cat doesn't look like originally it was wild. This cat totally looks like it was a domesticated cat that some very irresponsible cat owner just let loose to live outside permanently. This cat, I forget what kind it is, it has blue eyes, and it has that, like, beigeish fur, but you know how it's, like, it's fluffy, and the ends of its fur kind of darkened? I don't know what kind of cat it is, okay? I don't know the breed. I've seen the breed before, but I don't know the name. And that's what I mean. That's a breed. That's not an outdoor wild breed of a cat. That's definitely a domesticated cat that someone let out at some point. But this cat has been in our neighborhood for about a year. On and off, we see this cat around. Sometimes it comes by and it just hangs out in the yard. Sometimes it wants, you know, it wants to interact with my wife, and my wife will say hello and talk to it and stuff. But the thing is, with him, we could never take in another cat. There's just no way. He would never go for it. I mean, he just sees this cat, and he's so upset that there is another cat anywhere near the house. He goes into attack mode. He is angrily hissing and going, rah, rah, and the other cat's just looking at him like this. Like, why are you acting like that? What the hell's your problem? I'm just here to hang out, right? But he got so upset, legit upset. He never does that, ever. He literally never, ever does that. So,
Phil, I don't mean this to sound disrespectful or anything. We don't fucking care. This is not a fucking big deal of a story. Like, you know what Mad Dog done earlier on? No, this is an example of Phil's kind of story. You know, what Mad Dog done earlier on was quite fucking cute, okay? But at the same time, nobody should really care about it. It saw its own reflection in the mirror, and it tried to attack it. And so it was fucking, you know, it was like stalking the fucking mirror. It was going left and right in the mirror. It was fucking jumping up at the fucking mirror. It was quite cute to look at, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, well, big fucking deal. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's like, but Phil's like, so how long? And guess what? I told you that story, and it only took me, what, 30 seconds? 30 seconds, my dog done something cute. This is what my dog done. Phil has to fucking extrapolate every fucking... It's already not a fucking very entertaining story to begin with. And he makes a very mundane story more so by dragging the ever-living shit out of it. And squeezing every fucking possible juice of a fucking detail from this boring story to the point where our fucking interest and it's just waned. And it's like, yeah, I'm starting to get a fucking attention span. Or like fucking, you know, I don't know, brain's not working, brain.exe has stopped responding. Listen to Phil's bullshit fucking cat story.
So, the funny part about this outdoor cat is that it doesn't have a collar, it has no identification at all, so it's definitely a wild cat. And the funny part is, it's actually like healthy, and you can tell it's eating well. So I think what it is there may be a couple people around here who are leaving food out for this cat on the regular, and it comes by and eats stuff, you know what I'm saying? Every once in a while, to be honest, every once in a while my wife puts out a little treat for it. It's not often because we actually don't see the cat that much, but every once in a while, we see it and she might put out like a little treat or something, so it nibbles something on the back porch. So anyway, yeah, that's how he is. So can you imagine if we actually brought a cat into the house? He would never go for it. He'd freak out, and then what would happen is as he realizes this cat is here to stay, he probably would start doing all kinds of bad behavior. He'd probably start peeing and pooping everywhere all over the house, biting things, destroying things. That's how cats are. If they're upset, they become destructive. That's their way of acting out to say, I don't like the situation. How dare you put me into it? So when people constantly ask, will you get another pet, a dog or a cat? We're like, can't. This kitty right here is an awesome pet, an awesome cat. But at the same time, he just acts out in a way that there's no way we would want to put him in that situation. You know, he wants to be the sole pet. So anyway, so yeah, that was just a funny story that this morning he was doing that. And so what was funny is usually he's in here when I start the stream, but he was downstairs still. I think he was there like interacting with the cat through the back door for a while, and then he decided to come up casually later. So yeah, anyway, all right, let's continue on. So tonight, as I just said, sorry I got distracted by this kitty here, tonight is the final year 1 Street Fighter 6 stream, the send off for the year 1 gameplay until year 2 begins on Wednesday. Okay, tomorrow is Hellblade 2 all day long, so if you're interested in the new Hellblade game, please come by all day long tomorrow. Both streams will be making big progress in it. Wednesday is the big update for Street Fighter 6, and I'll be playing it all day long. First stream, my intention is to check out Akuma. I want to bring Akuma into the trials mode, try out his trials, learn basics from the trials, then go into training mode and practice some of those combos and bread and butter tactics, and then go online with casual play and see how we do. Now, I'm going to do a second stream on Wednesday. That also is going to be Street Fighter 6. Now, the question is, do we want to continue with Akuma? Do I want to keep playing with this character and getting better with him, maybe even, if I feel good enough, try to take him to rank? Or instead of that, since the game has a giant rebalance, do I want to pick one of my other characters who I like and take them quickly into trials mode to see what their new combo trials are, see what's changed, and then take them online and see if I can implement those changes in gameplay? We could do either. You know, we could do Akuma all day. No, you're not going to do that. We could do Akuma all day long, or we could balance it and do half Akuma, and the late stream could be a different character. Okay, so let's think about it, and I would like to hear your opinions on that. And then we'll go from there. Okay. Now I'm off from streaming on Thursday.
Thank fuck.
But on Friday, the day stream will be more Hellblade 2, and dependent on how long the game is, I might even beat it. Because if you're not aware, Hellblade 2 is not a long game. People are saying it's around 8 hours long. Well, if I play it all day Tuesday and then the main stream on Friday, I might actually beat it. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to guarantee, but hey, if I beat it, I beat it. That's good. Then we can focus on other stuff, right? Then Friday night, this coming Friday night fights, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready for this? I'm doing something very special.
Oh, he's got some special announcement for fucking Friday Night Fights. But he's so far not disclosed what it is. I wonder if we're going to get a big reveal.
Something I've not done in a very long time, and it is in celebration.
You going to have a shower?
Of the Street Fighter 6 update. But I'm not telling you what it is yet.
Damn it, I guess we'll find out if I was going to have a special annual shower later on this week.
All I'm going to say is you will not want to miss this Friday Night Fights. It's going to be something truly different that you're not expecting. That's all I'm going to say. Okay?
DSP tries it getting a real fucking job. DSP tries it not wearing Zelda jammers to fucking stream. DSP tries it actually fucking investing in his fucking business. DSP tries it fucking fitting cat into fucking frame.
That's all I'm saying. That's it. I'm not spoiling. I refuse to spoil. Because I want you to be there. I don't want you to miss it. Okay? Saturday, May 25th, is my big PC Indies Marathon event.
And I will be here for it, remember guys. I'm not going to be here for a Sunday stream, so I'm going to do Saturday instead to make up for missing Sunday. So yeah, we'll still be doing bingo on Saturday. And also I'll end when he starts recording for his shitey marathon special. I'm not going to get a screenshot of this. I need to get a fucking better frame because it's too blurry. That's too fucking blurry. You know? Fine. I'll get a screenshot of this particular face. I don't like it when the face is like this blurry because it's like, I don't know, just to me it's like, it's not good. But then again, I'm not an artist like Meester is and Tacozilla and all that jazz, you know what I mean? So I'm not going to question these people's artistic eyes and what they can see that I can't see. There we go. I'll just eat this towards my members and they can have all the bizarre fun with it they want. There we go. Actually came out quite good, surprisingly, so there we go. Oh, that's wrong. So anyway, let's get on to the bingo.
All day long on Saturday, May 25th, I am playing indie games. Wait a minute. Is it May 25th? It is, right? I got the date right. Yes, it's May 25th. I'm playing indie games. What indie games, you asked? The games you're voting on right now. By typing !indies into the chat, the poll will pop up. And then when you go to the poll, you can vote on which games you want to see more during that event. Basically, the game we're definitely playing is called Noita, which I looked it up. It looks like a crazy pixel shooter RPG. It looks wild, okay? We're definitely playing that one. That's the one that got the most nominations. But all the others you guys are currently voting on to determine the order of what games we're going to play. So please vote in that poll. If you're not live on stream, that poll is just posted into the community tab of this channel. So just scroll down a few days and you'll find it. Please vote, and I can't wait. It's going to be a fun day. What are we going to be doing? All those indie games, so probably like 4 games minimum, maybe 5, it depends on time. We're also going to be doing some food. I'll order some food out and we'll have a feasting with Phil. And I'll probably have a few drinks. You know, I have different drinks. I have mojito mix. I have Long Island iced tea. I have various different things I can drink during the day while we're playing these cool indie games.
Fun fact, alcoholics tend to fucking stay away from alcohol once they're meant to fucking kick that habit. Alcoholism is a fucking disease. If Phil Burnell truly fucking suffered from being an alcoholic, he would not be very eagerly bragging and openly drinking on your streams. Yeah, conclusion, Phil Burnell was never a fucking alcoholic. He self-diagnosed himself as an alcoholic because he drank so much back in the fucking day, ran his fucking mouth, got into fucking trouble, and tried to fucking get out of trouble by trying to fucking tell people that fucking pissed off at him, I'm an alcoholic. Was he an alcoholic? No, he was just a shitty fucking drunk. There's a difference between a fucking drunk arsehole and an alcoholic. One's a fucking disease, and one is just not being able to fucking tolerate your fucking alcohol to the point where you're fucking such a fucking dick to people.
The other awesome thing about indie marathons is that usually we find a couple games during these marathons that I like so much and you like so much that you ask me to continue them. And just to be honest with that lineup that I'm seeing, I think there will be at the very least 1 or 2 games that likely people are going to want me to continue in June. So I can't wait. That's going to be a fun thing. Now, Sunday will still be React Day, but then Monday will be up in the air. Will I need another stream to beat Hellblade, or will we have already beaten Hellblade? will we bring back Fallout 4 that day? Or maybe I should do all Street Fighter 6 that day, because at that point, think of it, I'll only play Street Fighter 6 Wednesday and Friday night, and that's it. In a whole week of this update being out. So next week, basically the second half of the week, we're playing it by ear. However, here's the other big thing. All right, you ready for this? 1 week from tomorrow, May 28th, is the official real release of Multiverses. Okay, and this actually leads into my next topic, so we're just going to go ahead and talk about it now. Multiverses officially launches on Tuesday, May 28th. It is a free-to-play game. I'm going to repeat that. It's actually free to play. And a lot of people weren't expecting that. They thought that when Multiverses went away like a year and a half ago, that basically it was going to go away for good and come back as a purchase game. It's not. It's free to play. What it's looking like is that there's going to be a ridiculous amount of microtransactions in this game in order to try to make profit, okay? So you might say, well, what does that mean? So they showed off today, this morning, the official trailer intro movie of Multiverses. And man, it showed off a lot. It basically showed off, a lot of the characters that were already present in the early beta, a year and a half ago. But then it started to show...
I'm so bored, I'm going at 1.5. This is 1.25, we need to speed up. 1.5 speeds, because Bill was just boring the bejesus at me.
Newer things, like Joker, who was just announced for the game, and he's essentially Joker seems to be the main villain of this game. Like, they're positioning him to actually be like the big bad, who all the other guys apparently work for him. I guess there's actually gonna be like maybe a story mode, and he's the villain, okay? So we got Joker, by the way, voiced by Mark Hamill, which is super awesome.
Hold on, sorry, let me rewind that.
To be like the big bad, who all the other guys apparently work for him. I guess there's actually gonna be like maybe a story mode, and he's the villain, okay? So we got Joker, by the way, voiced by Mark Hamill, which is super awesome because Mark Hamill is probably the best, voiced Joker ever. I still think that Jack Nicholson is the best live-action Joker. But anyway, well, either Jack Nicholson or Cesar Romero from the Adam West series. But anyway, so not only is Joker the big bad, but they actually, it's a big cinematic thing. And some of the things they show off are pretty cool. First of all, it opens up at all places. Guess where the trailer for Multiverses opens up? The Warner Brothers water tower at Warner Brothers Studios.
Why is that a strange thing? Didn't they make the fucking game, or they have some intellectual property in the game? Like, a lot of the characters involved in the fucking in the game are Warner Brothers. Oh my god, why is that a strange thing? Wouldn't that be expected? Wouldn't it be strange not to open up there?
And everyone sees it, including me. When they started playing, I'm watching, I'm like, wait a minute, that's Animaniacs. That's where the cartoon Animaniacs starts and ends. That's where the Animaniacs live, in the water tower. Why would they literally have the water tower stage in the game?
The water tower is not just a fucking symbol of Animaniacs. The water tower is a fucking symbol of the studio itself. The water tower is included in all the fucking kind of promotional material when fucking Warner Brothers fucking makes anything. Well, not all things, but I'm pretty sure the water tower features in other things other than just fucking Animaniacs. I'm almost certain of it. I mean, I can't say for absolute 100% certainty, but I feel quite sure I have seen the fucking that Warner Brothers tower feature in things outside of fucking Animaniacs.
The Animaniacs are not going to be in the game, so I believe they will be. Now, I don't know if they'll be launch characters, but I think the Animaniacs will be in this game. Not only, think about that. You got Yakko, Wacko, Dot, Pinky, and the Brain, and you could even have other characters from Animaniacs they could add over time, right? So that's crazy. Like, that would actually expand the cast huge. So anyway, during the course of this trailer, they're showcasing basically all the different characters that are going to be in it. And at the end, at the very end, all the heroes chase down the Joker into this, what looks like a throne room. And the Joker is sitting there, and then all of a sudden, two new villains appear. Get this. Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th and Agent Smith from The Matrix are two other characters in the game now. And they were revealed this morning for the very first time. Now, they look cartoony, but, I mean, that is crazy. They're throwing everything into this game. Now they've got movie characters. It's not just cartoons and comic books and general pop culture. They've got movie characters now being thrown into this, which is crazy, right? So now think of that potential. That means later on they could add Morpheus or Neo, or they could even add other horror villains under the WB, universe. So that's right. Keanu Cream says, the Jason universe. You're right. We were just joking about this a couple days ago, that there was a major announcement that there's going to be a Jason universe of content, and the first piece looked like it was going to be Fortnite. Well, guess what? That's a bullshit trick because it's multiverses. Yes, Jason is in multiverses as a character next Tuesday. So anyway, do I want to check out Multiverses next week? Yes, I do, for sure. I want to. I liked Multiverses when it was out a year and a half ago. I played a lot of it. Remember, I played it for several months. I was getting good at it. I was very good with Velma. I was good with Bugs Bunny. I was good with Iron Giant. There was a few characters that I was really starting to like and get and enjoy using. But what sadly happened was, I'll be honest, you guys didn't like it as much. Now, keep in mind, at that time, I hadn't been into competitive fighting games. Street Fighter 6 wasn't out yet. So maybe it just was that there was no desire for that yet. There was no bug on this channel for people to see me play fighting games at that point. I don't know. But I actually liked the game way more, but you guys weren't liking it. So after a few months, people stopped showing up to the streams, and I said, I guess I'm just going to stop playing it, and I dropped it. And I was sad. I was actually quite sad to drop it because I really was enjoying myself. Maybe now, a year and a half later, with Street Fighter 6 now part of my regular schedule, fighting games back into the mix, me playing at a better level, right? And now maybe with this being the official full release of the game, having a bigger roster and everything, maybe now people would be more interested in seeing me play it, right? So we'll find out. I am going to play it. So just think about that. This week we got Hellblade 2 and Street Fighter 6. Next week we finish Hellblade 2, we continue Street Fighter 6, then we got multiverses, right? So there's crazy new stuff coming out. And then, like I said, during this Indies marathon, we might find a game or two you guys want to see me play. So now, the month of June could end up being Street Fighter 6 with Akuma and Rebalance, continuing Fallout 4, multiverses, and indie games, all balanced. That sounds like a great month to me. And then, of course, this all leads up to Shadow of the Erdtree DLC for Elden Ring in late June. So, great, right? Like, this is basically the schedule's making itself. I don't have to do any work here. The schedule is setting itself up for success. And
I don't do any fucking work anyway, you lazy fucking dick.
I'm happy. This is good variety of stuff. This is entertaining stuff. I'm really excited for what's coming up. This week is going to be a sweet week, and then continuing on, I'm really, you know, digging the variety. I hope that you guys are too, okay?
So here, Phil, so I just want to point something out to people in case they don't pick up on what Phil's saying there. Well, so most content creators think of themselves as the way to try and make their content entertaining. Most content creators out there will not fucking think that it's up to the game or the whatever media they're fucking portraying on their stream as the sole responsibility of being entertaining. It's a part of it, of course, but it goes hand in hand with the content creator themselves. It's like a fucking partnership of entertainment. The game provides some entertainment, and the content creator provides some entertainment, and together they try and be entertaining, you know, fucking content for people to consume. Here he is here, just openly fucking feeling sure and convinced that the content is going to save him and provide entertainment for him. And if it doesn't happen, he's so sure the content coming out, you know, next couple of weeks are going to be so good for this channel. So if the support is not forthcoming, he's got nothing else to blame. Other than himself, but of course he's going to blame the games, definitely. He can't blame himself because it's impossible for Phil Burnell to fucking be not entertaining for his audience. If nobody likes the fucking shit he's fucking playing, it must be the game's fault. It's impossible to be fucking Phil's fault. And yeah, Mr. fucking said as well, he's doing his usual thing of trying to hype his audience up for nothing. All these things will hopefully flop just like Final Fantasy VII. It could do, who fucking knows. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just something that, you know, he's always reliant on the entertainment, the game he's playing or whatever, or the thing he's watching to fucking provide the entertainment for his audience because he knows he can't really provide it himself. Phil's idea of entertaining his audience is fucking making clown noises during things like Star Wars Battlefront.
Jasper, everyone loves seeing you on stream today. You're really hogging the camera, you know that? You're hogging the camera. He's hogging the camera. He's taking all the attention away from me.
Shut up, bitch!
Now, Lilica says, what about Paper Mario? Well, Paper Mario was never on the schedule to begin with. I told you guys I'm interested in Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door remake. I still am. But we are purposefully still staying away from any kind of lengthy RPG experience, with the exception being Fallout, because that's a Western RPG. It's different, okay? I don't want to get roped into another lengthy RPG. Do I want to play an RPG? Yes, I do. And I think I want to play an RPG maybe over the summer. And maybe Paper Mario is the one, because that's what I've always wanted to go to, all right? I've always wanted to play it. I had it on GameCube and had enjoyed it on GameCube, but I dropped it. I never finished it. But actually be able to play it in a modern setting with an audience like today would be really awesome. So that's one that I'm definitely considering for the future, possibly over the summer. Okay? Cool. All right. So I hope all this sounds good to all of you. All right. It's pretty exciting to me. Like I said, the schedule is making itself, and that's exciting. When I don't have to even think about, oh, let's do this game, let's do that game. When things are falling into place, that's really cool. Like I know, for example, there's a particular game I know we're playing Saturday that I think people are going to want to see me continue. It's going to be like an indie game that people want to see, you know, keep going, including me. So I think it's going to be a good marathon and some good stuff coming up.
Who fucking cares?
Jasper, I don't recall the last time that you were on camera this much. Is he purring to the mic? Did you hear the purrs? Because I can hear the purrs. Did he purr into the mic like that? Oh, you're silly. Okay.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Phil. Hey, Bugle fucking wants me to wish him a happy birthday and call him a bitch. Bugle, happy birthday, you wee bitch. Stop wasting all your fucking time watching Phil content on your fucking birthday. Go out and fucking enjoy your birthday. I don't know, there you go. I done what Bugle wanted. I feel bad randomly calling him a fucking bitch, but at the same time, it is what it is. Some people just enjoy being called a bitch, I guess, in a certain fucking language, I don't know. But yeah, happy fucking birthday, ya wee bitch.
So, that about covers the regular stuff I wanted to talk about. However, the other part that I want to talk about of this show is I want to talk about all of these gaming events, these announcement events that are going to happen in June, and I want to see which ones we're more interested in, and I want to talk with you guys, open discussion, so we're going to have some interaction now in chat. How do I cover these events? All right, because here's the thing. There's multiple.
It is not your audience's fucking responsibility to tell you how to do your job. This is for you to decide, you to determine. You should have a conversation behind the scenes with your moderators. Ask for their input. Ask OP Boon. But don't waste time on your fucking shitey podcasts trying to get your audience to fucking determine how you should do your own fucking job. A 15-year YouTube content creator, or says 60, is 16 now, fucking knows how fucking many years he's been doing this fucking ridiculous shit. And he still has to fucking have his audience hold his goddamn hand through how to fucking make content. Look, I can understand trying to reach out to your audience and fucking making sure you're giving them what they fucking want. That is one thing. But this sounds fucking pathetic from Phil here. This sounds utterly pathetic. Where he's fucking turned to his audience and he's fucking trying to get a guarantee from them that he's going to fucking do what they want to fucking see. That way, he's going to try and fucking get as much money from them as fucking possible. And if it doesn't fucking yield in a good return on money for him fucking doing what the audience asked, he's going to just fucking immediately throw the same audience under the fucking bus and blame them, saying they fucking asked for him to do it, they want him to fucking do it, they demanded he fucking done it, and then when he fucking done it, it didn't get support. It's a fucking same endless fucking cycle, perpetual fucking cycle of Phil going to his audience for ideas, him implementing those ideas, and if it doesn't get success from him, he fucking blames that same fucking audience for asking him to fucking do it in the first place. It's just, I mean, I'm used to it, but at the same time, it is still goddamn infuriating to fucking witness, even today. Exactly, Steve. Tell me how to get you to give me your money. Pretty much, yeah. Whenever says he wants to give them what they want because he thinks that they'll give him money. Like someone gives a bone to a dog that did something on command. Exactly, yeah, fucking, what's that fucking... was it Pavlov? Condition, you know, Pavlov's conditioning. I think I was a guy, wasn't it? You know, that was a guy that knows fucking psychiatric kind of tests. It's Pavlov, yeah. Yeah, I'm just fucking rambling at this point. But yeah, fucking shit out to fucking psychology.
Ways that I've covered these kind of events in the past. Okay, typically what I would do when there was an E3, there would be an E3 week, all right, of basically I would watch all of the E3 press conferences live as they were happening. We would actually sit in a chat like this, and we would watch it together. Like I would rebroadcast those things on my channel, and then we'd watch it together and talk and chat, and I would be taking notes. And then as soon as that broadcast would end, I would go live with my own, and I would say, hey, it's time for the recap reactions, where what I would do is summarize everything that we just saw in that event and tell you what I thought about each thing, and at the end tell you what I thought was good and bad. All right.
And during those events, Phil would fucking say things to his audience in chat, like, you know, Justine's getting fucking gangbanged off EA executives and all that shit. Yeah. Phil Burnell was quite toxic when restreaming other people's content. And I can guarantee you as well, Phil restreaming the fucking E3 shit was certainly not transformative.
People loved that. Like that coverage of E3 every year annually did well, went down as something great that I do annually, and everyone looked forward to it every single year. Then I would argue, a year or two before COVID hit, people started to ask me why I didn't do live reacts. And I was like, I don't even know what that means. I really didn't. I didn't even understand what it meant. And they were like, don't you know that everyone else on the internet just live reacts to E3? When E3 is going on, they rebroadcast it on their channel. They're over it. They have a face cam or whatever over it. And they live react. They'll be going, oh my God, I can't believe it. Or, oh, I can't believe it. Or, oh, that looks bad. Live. They do it live. They wouldn't do a recap reactions video like I would. They would literally just live react to everything. Now, some people would be more...
So, I do apologise, but I'm going to have to rewind because I think I missed something on the card.
Then I would argue, a year or two before COVID hit, people started to ask me why I didn't do live reacts. And I was like, I don't even know what that means. I really didn't. I didn't even understand what it meant. And they were like, don't you know that everyone else on the internet just live reacts to E3? When E3 is going on, they rebroadcast it on their channel. They're over it. They have a face cam or whatever over it. And they live react. They'll be going, oh my God, I can't believe it. Or, oh, I can't believe it. Or, oh, that looks bad. Live. They do it live. They wouldn't do a recap reactions video like I would. They would literally just live react to everything. Now, some people would be more intelligent about it, and others would be complete cartoon character idiots, completely over-exaggerating everything they did, and it became like a dumb-ass thing for idiots to watch because there was no content to it. It was just them going, duh, constantly freaking out to stupid announcements, right? So, the thing wasn't...
Well, I think we can safely guarantee...
Burger.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
I forgot. I was like, me still wants me to get a screenshot of like one of these fucking faces. What do you mean that one? Will that do? I'm not going hunting for these fucking faces. Will that one do? How's that? How's that? Mister, is that acceptable? I hope it is, because I'm fucking doing it. I'm not doing any of the other ones. I'm already doing it now. The snipping tool is being used. There we fucking go. And then I go there, then we go here, then we go here. There we go. The fingers are a little bit weird, you know, in between or whatever, but for the most part it seems okay. I just throw this towards my members in the Discord. And they can do all sorts of fucking bizarre shit if they want to with that. Let's say, get on with the bingo.
God, I can't believe it. Or, oh, I can't believe it. Or, oh, that looks bad. Live. They do it live. They wouldn't do a recap reactions video like I would. They would literally just live react to everything. Now, some people would be more intelligent about it, and others would be complete cartoon character idiots, completely over-exaggerating everything they did, and it became like a dumb-ass thing for idiots to watch because there was no content to it. It was just them going, ah, constantly freaking out to stupid announcements, right? So, the thing was in general back then, I said, you know, I don't think that live reacting like that adds anything. I think that my style of watching it, letting that information sink in, me taking notes, and then letting it, you know, let me get an opinion about each thing, and then I can talk about it in my recap reactions video after. I felt like that was a better way to do it. Okay.
Translation: Phil Burnell is not capable of fucking live reacting. Look, detractors who do restreams of Phil Burnell, like myself, and that being said, that being said, don't do like live. I mean, they do live streams, but they don't fucking watch Phil live. You know what I mean? Usually. But like Mista, for example, Mista fucking watches Phil live. Brandur as well, fucking all these live restreamers. Like right now, I'm watching Phil Burnell, he's live streaming, and I'm reacting to the dumb shit he's fucking saying and doing. I'm not fucking making silly faces because there's no fucking face cam. I mean, okay, my face might be looking silly, but nobody can fucking see it, so that's something. You get what I'm saying though? Like, some people are better at live reacting to shit than other people. Phil Burnell lacks the intellectual capacity. I'm not saying you need to be fucking smart to fucking do live reacting. I'm just saying you fucking need to have the fucking knowledge to fucking know what you're talking about. When it comes to DSP, when he's fucking saying something or doing something fucking stupid, I have the fucking prerequisite knowledge to fucking sometimes challenge him on some of the dumb shit he says and does. By going, wait a fucking second, that's bullshit. Here's why that's fucking bullshit. Wait a second. You know, when it comes to fucking things like reacting to video game content as well, like E3, Phil Burnell, you'd think would fucking would have more of an idea of what he's talking about, because his career is video games, his job is fucking video games. So you think when he's fucking watching these fucking announcement trailers and that shit, he'd have more things to fucking discuss. But instead he's incapable of fucking live reacting because he doesn't really fucking try to learn about these fucking games. The only thing Phil has some sort of pre-built-in knowledge about is Street Fighter. That's it.
Oh my dog, what's up?
Thank you very much to Warren for a super chat, who says he doesn't even understand he's supposed to entertain his audience. Well, Phil Burnell believes the live streams are not about fucking him to entertain his audience. The live streams are there not for him to give something to the audience, but for the audience to give something to him. That is the sole purpose of the live streams. That is why he does live stream, so he can fucking get money from the deadheads. Because ad revenue is not enough, memberships is not enough, and super chats are not enough and that shit. No, it's all about the fucking immediate financial support from live streams. That's why he does it 6 days a week, twice a fucking week. Because he is absolutely fucking desperate and craving and needing the immediate fucking support from people every single fucking day almost. There's one day a week where he doesn't fucking date, where he gets to fucking hang out with his fucking big beefy bitch of a wife and go grocery shopping and all that shit and watch her play Skyrim and all that crap.
Okay? But people insisted, no exaggeration. Every year people are like, you're an idiot, you're a dinosaur, you're not doing what everyone else does, you're not following the trends, right? You got to do a live react. We want you to do live reacting. And every year I resisted. Well, last year I launched a channel called DSP Reacts. Literally one of the intentions of the channel was that this would be when I would live react to these events, okay? And so I announced last year for the first time ever, I would be live reacting to Summer Game Fest, the Xbox event, and I think I even said the Sony event and other things. I said I will live react to them, okay? And so we did. When those events happened, right here, right there on that channel, I rebroadcasted them. I was there with Facecam. I was live reacting, okay? The first thing I would do is the live react, and then after that, I did my own recap reactions, just like I used to. So basically, I did 2 videos in one. It was like 2 pieces of content for each event. The live streams actually did poorly. Like attendance-wise, they were just okay, not great. Support was abysmally low for those streams, okay? Then when I did my recap reactions, all right, actually got better, and then the views on the recap reactions did better than the live reacts. So to me, I'm like, here's the thing. Maybe if I had jumped on the whole live react bandwagon years and years ago when everyone else was doing it, right? And it was becoming prominent, maybe then people would have cared more. But I think what's happened is I've been established on the internet for over a decade as the guy who does these recap reactions that are more intelligent, more well thought out. It's not just me doing, cartoon faces as a live reactor. It's me actually trying to add something smart or interesting or insightful to what I'm saying or how I'm reacting to the content, right?
Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
So I'm
No, I can't just fucking let Phil try and get away with that. He genuinely fucking believes that the internet believes him as the guy who provides fucking thoughtful and meaningful fucking, commentary on React stuff. Phil, the world knows you as the guy, but not as a guy to react to things in some sort of fucking intelligent manner. No. The world knows you as the guy that fucking whipped out your wee belly winky and fucking had a fucking pre-stream jerk-off session before you fucking started your fucking business. That is what the fucking world will remember you for. That is your entire fucking legacy. Oh, bloody hell. It's just... the delusions. This is utterly delusions of grandeur right here. This is like unbelievable amounts of fucking delusions of grandeur. I need to hear it again. I'm going to rewind it and I want to hear it again. And no, mister, I'm not fucking getting you a screenshot of this particular clown face because he's fucking putting it on. This is not... Phil's faces are funnier when he's not trying to make a clown face. So these ones don't count.
maybe if I had jumped on the whole live react bandwagon years and years ago when everyone else was doing it, right? And it was becoming prominent, maybe then people would have cared more. But I think what's happened is I've been established on the internet for over a decade as the guy who does these recap reactions that are more intelligent, more well thought out. It's not just me doing, cartoon faces as a live reactor. It's me actually trying to add something smart or interesting or insightful to what I'm saying or how I'm reacting to the content, right? So I'm a different animal, right? I really am. I'm a different kind of guy because of the kind of content I put out. So here's the thing. This is now year 2. And now what I want to do, just so you guys know, I have the schedule, the actual schedule of all of the events coming up. All right, let's go through it. Here's what's coming up. On May 31st, there's a horror game award showcase. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's gonna showcase like all horror themed video games or not. Then on June 7th at 9 p.m. BST, which I believe is like in the morning or afternoon my time. I have to look up the times. So I don't have these times. It's Summer Game Fest. So June 7th, okay, is Summer Game Fest. And FYI, for those wondering, it's a Friday. Then on June 8th is a Future Games show, which I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably gonna skip because usually it's not very interesting. But then on June 9th, which would be a Sunday, is actually the Xbox Game Showcase. So this is supposed to be the big one from Xbox showcasing all their upcoming games. You want to know the truth? That's going to be an interesting one. Because with Xbox literally laying off a ton of their game studios that they just bought, especially Tango Gameworks that just had a hit game last year, but then having Activision open a new studio in the same week, dude, all eyes are going to be on that Xbox event. People are going to be like, this is make or break. Either they come out of the gate strong and they have like concrete explanations for what's going on in that company, the direction they're going, or they're going to crash and burn, right? So I feel like those are huge ones. If anything, out of what I just mentioned, Summer Game Fest on June 7th and the Xbox Game Showcase on June 9th, those are definitely ones that I want to cover in some capacity, okay? Now the question is, what capacity? That's an important question, right? Let me actually go ahead. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put Summer. Wow, that's not how you spell summer. Games. Wow, that's not how you spell games. I cannot type on phone. I can't do it.
Fuck you, Phil.
Fuck you, Phil.
Okay.
Make
the Summer Games Fest is June 7th. The Xbox Direct is June 9th. Okay? So, I'm interested in covering both. The question is, how do you guys think I should cover them? Do you feel there is any value at all in me live reacting to those events? In fact, let me quickly take a look at the actual times they really are. So,
Oh my dog, what's up?
Thank you, Warren, for a super chat, who says, oh my god, I'm not like the other girls, says Warren. Yeah, it feels like bizarre fucking, like, he genuinely believes that his React content is like the fucking greatest thing he's ever fucking done on the internet, and compared to all the other React content. You know what I mean? He genuinely believes his own hype about the fucking shit he says, and he thinks it fucking has some sort of strange purpose and fucking meaning. Now, I didn't see his React crap last night, but apparently Phil tried to give people medical advice, and apparently he believed he knew better than fucking doctors. Like, you know, he's like some sort of fucking video he's reacting to, whatever, and the fucking this is a day stream, and like there's something about some fucking doctor said something, and Phil's like, no, that's not right. I genuinely swear I heard this fucking. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I heard people talk about that on Twitter earlier on. Before the fucking DMCA strike has got me fucking shut down temporarily. For God's sake. But yeah, apparently that was fucking that was a mention by Phil about fucking. I'm pretty sure he insinuated that some people weren't real doctors. And they fucking like flubbed their way into fucking like and apparently doctors don't know what they're fucking diagnosing and all that shit, you know, and they just guess. I'm pretty sure I heard all that kind of commentary from people last night when they were watching Phil's day stream for the React crap. So yeah, Phil Burnell knows more about medicine and all that shit, I guess, than actual fucking official doctors. That's what he fucking learned from yesterday's stream, apparently.
In fact, let me quickly take a look at the actual times they really are. So, Summer Game Fest 2024.
In fact, there might be a video. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. It is a bit derailing, but just bear with me here. I want to see if there's any video made, because I feel like somebody might have made a video about him saying shit about like doctors or whatever. Hold on. Yeah, Mighty D made a video, and I think it was. Hold on. Shush. By the way, I've not seen any of the shit, so I don't know. Is this from last night? Things bad doctors say. Okay, fuck me. So Mighty D made this video, and I believe this is from yesterday. Yeah.
Hey, things bad doctors say. I thought it was bad things doctors say. It's things that bad doctors say. That's
Well done, Phil. You clearly don't need a fucking optometrist.
actually completely different. Okay.
By the way, straight away, I'm going to speed this up. But fuck it. I want to see what Phil says.
All right, let's see what he says.
I've come across plenty of doctors who weren't so great. Here are 7 doctors that if you come across, you should probably look elsewhere.
Hey, doctor,
Now, hold on. It's just like I said. I've said this recently in my content. I don't know if I said it on this show. You have to understand something when you're going to see a doctor, okay? When these doctors went to med school, okay, there were some doctors that were straight A students. Man, they aced everything. They were absolutely great academics, but also in the labs and everything, they could do everything. They learned, experienced. They're great doctors, right? And then guess what? There were doctors who still got their doctorate, and they had a D- average. The D- doctors, they're out there. The thing is, you don't know if the doctor you're seeing is the A+ or the D-, right? They squeezed by. They're still doctors. So yeah, there's definitely gonna be people out there who aren't great at what they do, but you still have them as your doctor or your lawyer or whoever, right? In addition to that, man, you got to believe that there's probably people out there that are amazing at medicine, but just aren't good people. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know exactly what the facts are, but they don't know how to present them in a way that's like morally, emotionally good for a person. Like, imagine if you're a doctor and you have to break it to someone that they're dying of cancer. There's ways to do that are going to be better or worse than just dropping it on them like a fucking bomb, right? So there you go.
It's more likely that you have the common cold or perhaps the flu, but we'll obviously test you for other viruses and bacteria just to make sure we're not missing anything.
Right, so you always
Harbour,
pause, please. You always present the most common thing first. You eliminate the common things to then get to the rare thing. Correct? If you didn't understand his reference to House, so in House MD, the whole idea is that this guy is a brilliant doctor, Dr. House, and he has a team of people under him, and they're always presented with the most weird, rare cases no one can figure out, and so they really have to think outside the box to what is the actual diagnosis, and the entire episode would be like, they try this, they try that, there's this weird thing, they're convinced it's this, they go to treat it, no, it's not, something else happens.
Jesus fucking Christ. Guys, I'm not going to watch this whole fucking video, but there's more of it. You guys want to check it out. I'm pretty sure Steve Dead's going to definitely check out, you know what I mean? Mighty D's video is in the chat right now if you want to check it out. That's the first like 2-3 minutes of fucking video. 10-minute fucking video. So yeah, Phil, I guess, reacted to most of us, if not all of it, however, and gave his own strange medical advice in between, and his own takes and shit. If you want to fucking check out the rest of that, then by all means fucking go for it. But yeah, the link is in the chat if you guys want to check that out. Let's just get back to bingo, because I don't want to fall too far fucking behind, so let's get back to the bingo. We're back to Dr. Phil.
Now what does the sugar do in the sauce?
Adds sweetness, adds a contrast. If you don't, it's
When is it? When is it?
you won't have any
It's going to be acidity from tomatoes.
right. You'll have
And then
Date and live stream details. 2 p.m. It's 2 p.m. Pacific time, and that means actually the Xbox would be 1 p.m. I'm actually put the times in here too, so we know exactly the times everything's going on. Okay.
Lovely dead air for his fucking stream, yeah. The audience are really fucking getting a great entertainment here.
Cool. So, with those times, I could absolutely live react to them, right? I could live react. Or, I could do what I usually do. Instead of live reacting, I could sit there and take notes, and we could sit here in the chat, all right? And we could discuss what's going on together. And then, after the fact, I could do a recap reaction stream where I recap and react to what just happened. If Summer Game Fest is 2 p.m., that means their broadcast will end at 4, but that's my dinner time, you know? So essentially what might happen is I stream games. Like maybe I do a quick podcast and we actually stream games for a couple of hours before.
But Phil, you bitch. It's my dinner time. You are a 42-year-old man. You get to fucking determine whenever the fuck you want to eat dinner. Din-dins is whenever you feel like fucking eating. You're not a fucking child, Phil, waiting for fucking mummy to cook you some fucking din-dins. Dinner time is whenever the fuck is convenient for you, based around the work you're doing that fucking day. I want to hear that again.
Where I recap and react to what just happened. If Summer Game Fest is 2 p.m., that means their broadcast will end at 4, but that's my dinner time.
You fucking child. Well, PM, I can't fucking work past 4 p.m. That's when I have my din-dins with my cherry juice.
You know? So essentially what might happen is I stream games. Like maybe I do a quick podcast and we actually stream games for a couple of hours before. And then I watch Summer Game Fest with you. And then the live stream at night, we do the recap reactions. Or we could, again, same thing. I could start my stream or end my pre-stream or my podcast early, do a couple hours of gameplay. We could live react to the event first. Then I could go on break for dinner. And then I could come back later that night on the late stream. Then I could do my recap reactions. Okay? That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, I think that's how we'd have to go about it. And, you know, same thing with the Xbox event. The Xbox event starts at 1. So with the Xbox event, if it's really only like an hour, which it probably is, probably not longer than like an hour, hour and a half, then maybe we could do a live react and then the recap reactions right following it, and then I could still do a late stream that night, right? Battleduck says, I really like the way you did it last year. I don't know what happened with the views and attendance. Many people wanted to see it themselves without getting spoiled. I literally don't know. For so many years, people said, we want to see you live react to it. So I did. And literally the stream was like dead. Like there weren't a lot of people. The support was almost non-existent. You know what I'm saying? Like I even said to everyone, I would have done better playing a game today than live reacting to this thing. You know, there's no point to doing it. The recap reactions on the flip side of that did well. The views were good and the stream did good. So it was like, what did I even do this for? You know? Now, by the way, there is also going to be a Sony event and there's also going to be a Nintendo event coming up in June. I don't believe that the exact dates and times of those are set yet. Right now, all we know is Summer Game Fest and the Xbox event are the big ones. So once we have the information of the Sony and Nintendo events, I'll also look into those. Typically, the Nintendo events are like 8 in the morning. There's no fucking way I'm doing that. I'll just fucking watch it myself and I'll do a recap reactions, but that's Nintendo for doing it so early. It's stupid as shit.
You're a lazy fucking cunt. I begin work at 8 a.m. in the morning. By that time, I've been awake for over 2 hours and I've had a gym session usually if it's fucking during the week. And this little bitch doesn't want to fucking... Well, Phil... Oh my god. This guy genuinely believes he works harder than anyone else on the fucking planet, and yet he's... Oh my god. Oh my god. Phil Burnell's idea of a fucking nightmare is seeing a clock at 8 a.m.
Shit. But usually Sony's more reasonable, okay? So anyway, I need your feedback. We have a couple weeks to figure this out. We have until June 7th to literally figure this out. Would you like to see the live react? Does the live react not matter to you? Right? How do you want to have this covered? Let's talk about it. Let's figure it out. We have over 2 weeks to brainstorm, all right? And so it's June 7th, June 9th right now are the 2 big ones, but then it looks like later in the month there'll be more for Sony and Nintendo. But once we figure out the initial how to do it, then we'll know what to do in the future, okay? Excuse me. All right. So anyway, okay, that's what I have to talk about today. The next couple of weeks are going to be absolutely exciting around here. Tons of new games, updates, all kinds of good stuff going on. The schedule writes itself, plus the Indies Marathon, and that's probably going to turn into more playthroughs. I'm very excited for late May, early June. I think it's going to be great stuff here on DSP Gaming, okay? And of course, next week, Mario and Sonic and the Olympic Games React on the DSP Throwback channel, that's also going to be fire. Like, it's going to be great stuff going on right now. I hope that you guys will join me for all of it, okay? Cool. These React events, that's what we got to figure out. Let's start discussion. If you have opinions on it, please share your opinions on how I should cover these, okay? Okay. Now, let's do some shout-outs. There were people who actually contributed earlier, and I told you I hold off on shout-outs because I wanted to get through all the topics I wanted to get through. Well, guess what? I got through all the topics. So we're going to get to shout-outs, and thank you.
No DSPN today. No gaming news, I guess. I guess technically the talking about E3 was that. Oh, not E3, but the fucking game convention shit. The Sony coverage and the fucking Xbox coverage. I guess that was DSPN, unofficially.
To everyone who chills with me and supports my content, I really appreciate that. So many ways to support DSP Gaming, including super chats, super stickers, memberships, gifted memberships to the community, or tips. All those are greatly appreciated. Personally, I consider if I hit the $50 tips goal on a stream, a successful stream. That's my one goal that I really have. But anything is greatly appreciated, and thank you so much. Let's get to shout-outs. So we start off this morning with Chris the Gamer, who became a member of the channel. Thank you, Chris the Gamer, for the new membership. I appreciate that. And then Game Stevie, did a super chat. Thank you, Game Stevie. Then Chris the Gamer did a big $20 super chat. Thank you to Chris the Gamer for that. So 2 super chats early on. Then we had Terribly Joy, who did a $2 super chat and says, hey, Phil, if Resident Evil 1 gets another remake, are you down? Yes. I'm of the impression that Resident Evil 1 should get a remake in the style of Resident Evil 2 and 3. When they did that remake of Resident Evil 1 in the early 2000s, It just updated it for the early 2000s. Now, we're talking crazy technological leaps. Just look at how good Resident Evil 2 Remake was when they took that classic and they reimagined it as a modern game with modern graphics and gameplay mechanics and things. It was a masterpiece. I still to this day feel Resident Evil 2 Remake is the best modern survival horror game. I think it's actually better than Resident Evil 7 and 8. I really do. So I would love to see them take the original Resident Evil and expand upon it and turn it into an awesome game like they did with Resident Evil 4 Remake. So I guess we'll see. But yeah, I'd be all over it for sure. And then Debo did a super chat saying, we call LTG Malibu's most wanted in the hood. I don't think anyone on the stream cares about LTG, Debo, including me. Just being honest, like, you're kind of wasting your breath. I get it. It's like a joke, but it's not funny because no one cares about LTG here, you know? So,
you brought him up last week when you fucking talked to a fucking cloven. You of your own volition, might I add. It wasn't somebody in chat encouraged you to fucking talk about LTG. Last week, you brought up LTG and you talked about fucking looking crispy or whatever shit, you know what I mean? LTG forced you to change what you fucking wear on your streams. You got the power of other fucking content creators to influence Phil Burnell and what he fucking does because they fucking mocked him was incredible. Keemstar mocked him for fucking being on level 1, so he changed it from the pre-stream podcast to a level 1 podcast. Low tier god fucking criticising Phil's fucking drip or lack of fucking drip because he's fucking rocking up to his streams wearing fucking Zelda jammies, not shit. So Phil Burnell gets a whole bunch of apparently discounted fucking shirts and pretends to fucking be a full-grown adult wearing fucking proper clothes on his fucking streams while he fucking still wears Zelda jammies off fucking camera. You know what I mean? The amount of power that these fucking other content creators have over, and I also remember 10 years of failure. How often do we get fucking weird references to Turkey Tom? Decade of failure, 10 years of failure and all that shit. He can't stop bringing that up, and that lives rent-free in his fucking head as well. Ah, Christ, man. But yeah, on you go, Phil. You read out your precious contributions from your precious deadheads. And then you fucking pretend that you don't care about LTG.
So, thanks for the super chat. But, the message kind of lost on this audience, alright? Alright, so thank you for that. Let's get Debo on the leaderboard being the latest super chatter. Cool. Alright, so, that's the shout out so far. I have no tips whatsoever to shout out. Okay, nothing.
Get fucked, Phil.
So, once a tip comes in, if a tip comes in, I'll shout it out.
There's bad news for us. We need tips for the bingo card. Come on, Wales, where are you?
And thank you in advance to anyone who supports the stream today. By the way, another way you can support the stream is by giving it a like. Simply giving it a like for engagement. That helps the channel too. I don't mention that as much as I used to because I used to talk about it all the time and kind of got tired of just saying the same shit all the time. But likes help. If you're watching.
Hey, Phil said tired. Hooray.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
So, but by the way, we have a free space already thanks to Phil snorting 10 times. So we have 1 free space so far. We might need a couple more, who knows, but we're 5 away from a full house, technically 4 away from a full house, as things stand.
Watching this on demand, liking this podcast, and leaving comments on it helps. Becoming a YouTube Premium subscriber.
Comments! We got everyone ticked off.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
This fucking retro fucking, speech about, oh, guys, like the stream and comment. This is good news for us. This is good shit for us. We're getting some classic fucking references for the bingo cards coming back to the fore.
But likes help. If you're watching this on demand, liking this podcast and leaving comments on it helps. Becoming a YouTube Premium subscriber helps. It's basically the same as watching all the ads on this channel. And if you become a YouTube Premium subscriber, this is something that I got wind of recently. You can get YouTube Music, which is another app that comes for free if you're a YouTube Premium subscriber. You can subscribe to all of my podcasts. Like you can subscribe to the Daily Wrap, you can subscribe to this show, and then you get it daily in your feed as if it's a podcast on like iTunes. It's pretty neat the way that they've set it up like that. So you can just have a whole queue of these things. You could, you got a daily commute, listen to it when you're at work, or maybe you're in school and you don't fucking care about your teacher, so you listen to the show instead. I mean, I don't think you should do that. I don't recommend it, but I can't stop you. You know what I'm saying?
Remember, Phil's audience has nothing to do with children or whatever. His audience are all fully mature grown adults, according to Phil Burnell. He has no children viewing his content. That's what Phil Burnell wants you to fucking believe.
But you can do that. Like, I think that's fun. It's a great way to get the show delivered to you. So maybe consider becoming a YouTube Premium subscriber. That would help me out and you out.
Nope.
Cool.
Who fucking cares?
Let's see here. Luthace, this is a super chat, says you should do a poll for Project 7 React. You mean re-reacting to Project 7? I've already done that. You may not be aware because it was many years ago. But it was actually during my 10-year anniversary in 2018. I actually reacted to the entirety of Project 7. We watched the whole thing together, live on stream. But it's just funny because, I mean, it was 6 years ago, so probably a lot of people don't even remember that, right?
Another example of Phil monetizing his fucking former friends for his own personal gain.
But yeah, I totally watched it, and I added all kinds of color commentary and everything to it. Although, it may be fascinating not to do it again. Keep in mind that since then, I reacted to the John and Howard video that they made about me that was very negative in 2015, where they talked a lot about their experience in Project 7. So now watching Project 7 back may be a completely different experience than when I did it that first time. I don't know. I mean, it's an interesting suggestion. I don't know if people would want to see me do it again. I didn't do a formal event of it. It was part of a long-form anniversary react event that I did in 2018. Let's see here. Okay, I got my first tip of the day. I received a $4.20 tip from Bruh. I don't want another remake. Give me a Dino Crisis. Well, I think a lot of people liked Dino Crisis. Was there only one Dino Crisis, or was there a sequel? I don't know. But a lot of people say that, you know, they like Dino Crisis. It's kind of in the same vein as Resident Evil. For them, it's like a survival horror classic from Capcom from back in the day. And they're upset that it seems like Capcom has just forgotten that it ever existed. In fact, wasn't it funny that last year they released that dinosaur game and everyone thought it would be Dino Crisis? In fact, doesn't one of the protagonists look like the main character from Dino Crisis? Right? And then come to find out it's just an online co-op shooter. And everyone's like, wow, that game lasted 10 seconds and no one cares about it again. Right? There were actually 3 Dino Crisis games? Wow, I didn't even know that. Huh, that's interesting. All right, so guys, now we're going to open up the show to open Q&A, discussion. If contributions come in, I will shout them out. But if you tag me in the chat, we're going to do some kind of open back and forth discussion, okay? So particularly, hey, you have any opinion on anything I mentioned on the show today, the upcoming schedule, or for example, how I should cover these upcoming events, let me know. Average says, would you ever consider a gaming deals segment to highlight good gaming deals? If we continue to be financially responsible, it would be great to take your take on it. The thing is, there's already a bunch of people who cover that kind of stuff. Like, there's like a cheap-ass gamer who has been doing that for like over a decade. There's people on Twitter who you can follow, or I say Twitter, oh god, it's X now. There's no more Twitter, they deleted it. There's no more twitter.com, it's just x.com now. There's people on X who literally their entirety of their existence on X is just posting deals. So I think there's enough people already doing that. I don't necessarily see myself as being someone who's going to be known for that. So I don't really know what it would add. Plus, wouldn't that even just extend the length of my podcast even longer? To be honest, I don't want to sit around staring at fucking deals and gaming price tags all day. That's not the kind of guy I am. I'm interested in news, not in pricing. You know what I mean? So I would say probably not. Jasper, what are you trying to chew? He's trying to chew my USB wire now. That's probably why my Xbox controller has malfunctioned a little bit recently. And how much you want to bet that wire's busted? Right where he's chewing it.
No, you're just shit at playing games, Phil.
Anyway, I received a $2 tip. I'm watching your LA Noire playthrough. This makes me want to play it again or want to watch you do a second playthrough. Would you ever play it again? I did. When LA Noire was re-released for PS4, I played it again in full 1080p and live stream. Okay? Well, I'm trying to remember exactly when that was. I think it was before. Wasn't that before I was an interactive live streamer? I can find out. Hold on. I'm trying to remember exactly when I did it. Let's actually find that out.
Who fucking cares?
LA Noire. Let's find out. LA Noire remastered playthrough. Here it is. It was December of 2017. Yup. December of 2017. So I was an interactive streamer at that point. I can see there was full face cam for that playthrough. Yup. So it's been a while. It's been 6 to 7 years. But I did do a second run of it. So, would you really...
Was that a double ear wiggle? Look at his ears while he's been silent there. I think we had a double there. It was like a quad. It was like a quad ear wiggle.
7 years, but I did do a second run of it. So, would you really want to see me play it again? It's up to you. What I was thinking, because this is what people are actually suggesting, is rather than me replay it a third time, once that playthrough is in its entirety on DSP Throwback, I do a retro replay to it, where we watch it together and I react to myself playing it originally. I think that might make more sense, rather than just replaying the same old game a third time, right? To actually get reactions to my original run and how it was. I think that would maybe be a little better. Oh.
You want to know what I fucking think? I think Phil would probably fucking have lift more of his ears than he would of his arms. Phil's ears wiggle so goddamn much it fucking freaks me the fuck out. And I generally think he may have more strength in his ears lifting weights than his noodle-ass arms. But that's just my fucking take.
Every day, people on DSP Throwback are like, are you going to do a retro react to this? And I'm like, well, dude, we're 2 parts in. There wouldn't be much to react to yet. You know, maybe long-term, sure. But we have to get enough of it live before we can do that, right?
And we'll just be washing our hands of the whole situation and we never have to deal with him ever again. And you know what? Look what's happening.
Felix Demain says, I'm eating an Italian sub right now and it's pretty good. When's the last time you had one? I have no clue. I have no idea. Usually when I go to a sandwich shop, I don't get an Italian sub. I would get like, if I go to like Jersey Mike's, sometimes I get their chicken Philly, or sometimes I would get like a club sandwich or something like that. I used to regularly get the Italian BMT at Subway, and I would get the Italian BMT with provolone cheese. When they used to have the sweet and hot peppers plus banana peppers, lettuce and tomato, salt, vinegar, and mayo. Yep, and I would have it on the cheese bread. I forget what it's called, some kind of cheese bread, and I would have them toasted. I thought that was pretty good, but you had to like load it. You had to load it up.
But isn't it the Italian herbs and cheese bread from Subway? At least that's in the UK. It's just called Italian herbs and cheese, the kind of bread.
Make it good. Just a base sandwich is terrible at Subway. By the way, they don't even have the sweet and hot peppers anymore at Subway. They got rid of those like 10 years ago. So. No, but where have you been? Jasper was literally on camera for like 15 minutes earlier. He says, where's Jasper today? We haven't seen him. I guess you watched the show with your eyes closed. Expand Dong, how you doing? He says, the Nintendo pirates are rioting. Paper Mario has not leaked. Nintendo ripped the game leaks weeks ahead of release issue in the bud by canceling all Walmart and Amazon pre-orders for the game. Did they really? So Nintendo just said, nah, fuck it. We know that people keep getting the game early through physical pre-orders, and they canceled the physical pre-orders. Wow. That is something else. And so the game isn't leaking. Hey, I hate to say it, but...
Hold on. Doesn't that fucking counter Phil's narrative that these fucking content creators getting the game early leaks it instead? Phil's also going on about these fucking, you know, privileged fucking content shills and all that shit. All these creator shills getting access to the game early, and then the game fucking somehow leaks. Here is an example of not a content creator, you know, potentially leaking the fucking thing, but the supermarkets themselves that will stock the hard copies.
I think these game companies really need to do a better job. These games are all leaking so early now. It's good to hear that there's someone probably put their fucking foot down and had enough of this shit, you know? Thank God. People person says, the last time I went to Subway, I asked for a receipt. The worker angrily looked at me and said, if you want it, go take it, and held the stare. What does that even mean?
I'm going to count that as what you're talking about. It is too damn close.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
Oh, bloody hell. That's... Fuck me, man. Apparently, this is going to get so fucking good.
What does that even mean? How would you go to... Okay, I'd be like, okay, and I'd walk behind the counter where you're not supposed to be, and I would open the fucking register and just take the whole reel for the
No, you fucking wouldn't, because you're a fucking coward. You're a fucking bitch. You're a fucking pussy who doesn't fucking like confrontation, that keeps a fucking oddly-shaped head down low and just fucking quietly fucking mumbles things. Because in reality, when you're out in the fucking real world, you are shown to be the fucking genuine fucking coward that you are. When you're fucking sitting alone in your fucking little snort fort room, in your fucking little private fucking gated community, you feel brave as a fucking lion because no one's out to fucking immediately challenge you directly. But when you're out in the fucking wild, around people in society, the real genuine Phil Burnell is fucking seen. And that real genuine Phil Burnell is an absolute bitch.
You know, I'd say, you told me to do it, stupid. Did you not, you fucking asshole? Here, you want your fucking receipt? And slam it down his face.
Hateful slurs. I'm counting it.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
Guess what, guys? If we get 100 likes, we win bingo.
Alright, I wouldn't do that. That's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Oh boy. Alright. We got a little bit of extra time. If anyone would like to chat, please tag me. Or, you know, again, if a shout out comes out, if a contribution comes in, I'll shout it out. People person says the receipt printed out of the register. I politely asked for it, but pissed her off. Apparently, I was supposed to yank it myself. Why don't you just make the food yourself too, right? In fact, why don't you just receive payment for working at the store? Why not just actually take money out of the register and say, well, this is my payment for coming in and making my own sandwich, right? There you go.
What the fuck was you doing about fucking getting paid for work, Phil? You haven't had a job in 16 fucking years.
Oh. Double M says, growing up in your youth, did you have a dream of working on GameStop? Absolutely not. No. When I was growing up, there was no GameStop. Dude, I'm 42 years old. There were no like game stores like that when I was growing up. The closest thing would have been like Babbage's or Software Etc. And those were like computer stores, right? It actually wasn't until like the early 90s that dedicated game stores like Electronics Boutique started opening. And even then they were hybrid, like console, but also PC stores. And it wasn't until like mid to late 2000s that they became more dedicated just console game stores. So, you know, no, not really. I was never, when I was a kid, I was like, oh, I want to work at a game store. No, that wasn't even a job, right? When I was growing up, no.
Fuck's sake, Phil, you're a boring prick and you always have been. Morgana made something with some of the thumbnail material from earlier on. So yeah, Morgana made that. The strange Phil pointing thing earlier on. That is pretty, I mean, that's a good thing to have Phil point at something that way, yeah, for sure. TSB tries it at relevancy. Phil Burnell's career. Morgana, we're going to need to talk about your spelling of Burnell. That's it. That's not the right Phil Burnell. There's two L's in his name. There's a double L. Double L Hell Burnell, you know. There we go. There we go. You managed to spell irrelevancy right, impressively. I will say that, you know, irrelevancy, as far as I can tell, is spot on. Burnell, not so much. You got the hard word right, and you got the easy one wrong. Oh, what the hell. Let's just... Fuck me. Let's get on with the bingo. We are so close to a full house, guys.
What's up, Game Boy? Good to see ya. When was the last time I ate at KFC? I legit don't know. I legit couldn't answer that question. I can't remember at all last time I ate at KFC. People person says this is not one of the many reasons I'm a Jersey Mike's fan. Yeah, Jersey, listen. Subway is literally the bottom of the barrel. All right? It just is. At this point, there's so many other competing sandwich shops that are a little bit more expensive, but are just far superior in customer service, in selection of actual sandwiches you can get, in the quality of the meat and the veggies and the bread you're going to get. It's worth it to pay a few extra dollars. There was one thing when it was a $5 footlong deal at Subway. You could walk in and get any footlong for $5. All right? Those days are long gone. Now, if you want a footlong at Subway, it's like $8, $9. So don't fall for the trap of going into Subway. Literally go next door, right? Pay $2 extra for your sandwich, and now get a giant sandwich with double the quality and people who actually care about you and will actually make you nice food. They're not assholes, right? There you go. Parrot Solo, 36 months as a member, Diamond Crown achieved. Amazing. Thank you, Parrot Solo. And he says, looking forward to your Akuma coverage. Me too. Me too. I'm very much looking forward to my Akuma coverage. I hope the character's good. It would be the first Shoto I'm actually playing in Street Fighter 6. You know, I tried review during the beta. I wasn't impressed. I didn't even bother with fucking Ken. So hopefully Akuma, I'll be interested. I've liked Akuma in various Street Fighter. Street Fighter Alpha, Street Fighter 3, and Street Fighter 4, I did play Akuma. He wasn't my main character, but he was a character that I played and was interested in. So I guess we'll see.
We've won bingo, okay? But I want to see this apparent thing that's funny coming up. Okay, so hold on.
Burger. Full house. Oh boy. How exciting. Anyway.
Wolf was asking what was a hateful sorry said. Is when he was talking about the Subway employee, and he was basically just fucking being very derogatory towards him. This is what I would do if I was there, and then he was just basically fucking being an absolute dick and saying, I'd fucking say this motherfucking bitch ass. No, he was basically just running his mouth, pretending to be fucking tough. So I counter that as hateful slurs. Him using such nasty derogatory language towards a pretend Subway employee. But there we go. But I want to see. I want to see his thing coming up. We've won bingo, which is fucking great. And actually, let me well remember. Let me update the bingo prize fund. Apparently, we are very close to a pretty hilarious fucking segment. So I think we're up to 370. 370 buckaroos. Fuck me, man. I'm going to be bankrupt.
Okay, I received a $2 tip. Have you ever played an indie game called SMD Super... What? I don't think this is real. Just listen to this. SMD Super White Sauce Brothers. A cooking game about hot dogs and white sauce. Are you like 4 years old? How stupid do you think people are that they would believe that? Did you ever play the game Super Shove a Cactus Up Your Dickhole Brothers? Where it's two brothers just shoving cactuses into their dicks? What a stupid thing to say. Thank you for the $2 tip, but could you at least come at me with something better than that? Jeez.
What a dick.
Come on, man. You put at least a little effort into it.
Come on, where's this funny fucking thing? Fast forward.
I was going to talk about today.
I'm fast
When's the last time I actually bought a cactus plant? Never. I've never, right? Or a little, what is it? Do I have any house plants? No. One of the big ones. I had
fast forward.
Well, basically, I have a spot on my floor now that's all fucked up. From this
so we don't have to worry about fucking keeping track of things. You know, it's fucking, we won bingo, but so I just want to fast forward to the good shit.
Leaking, so I just had to get rid of it. Those 3 plants, I was like,
where are you?
Tip from Umariel.
Who cares?
Very dope. Too bad game for like so much internal strife about the game.
It wasn't that basically
investment, too much stress, too many problems to then continue on with it. So I mean, today, as I'm sure many of you have seen, there are games that have really good mocap. Have you ever seen it bother you again? Thank you, Mysterious Stranger, yet again with a contribution to support.
What is it? Is it here?
Funny enough, I still have never used the Mysterious Stranger perk in a Fallout game. So.
What is it? Come on.
Original I played when they remade it later.
No, they are.
How do I know all this gaming lore? I've been a gaming YouTuber for 6 years.
Who cares? Come on, we will find this and we'll get it.
All right, anything else, guys? Swole it before workout.
Oh, is it here?
When I worked out, what was my favorite body part to work out? I did not have a favorite body part to work out. I didn't favorite my body parts. Oh, my left delt was my favorite body part to work out. What are you talking about, man? Ay. I did all exercises. I did the curls, right?
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Right, okay, let's, Phil, please demonstrate the curls.
I did all exercises. I did the curls, right? I did the bench press, squats. I did the... I'm trying to remember exactly which ones I did and which ones I didn't do.
He does a head, shoulders, knees and toes. He does the itsy bitsy spider. He does a little teapot, you know. He does a singing kettle. What the fuck, Phil?
I did a ton. Like I did a ton of different exercises back then, actually. Oh, the one where you bend over, you just have the one arm coming up like this, and you alternate. I did those. I did a whole bunch of exercises because I told you my dad in the basement of our house, he had a whole weight set.
And your dad was like a fucking Marine, wasn't he? Like he wasn't Phil Burnell's dad a former Marine? So he's fucking like he looked after his body, he served his fucking country well. And this is what I fucking fought for his fucking dumb, demented, fucking dent-headed of a boy to fucking have this kind of fucking life where he doesn't appreciate the value of hard fucking work or effort.
And he had all these posters of exercises and things. So I just basically did those based on, he showed me the basics, and I would just basically do that stuff. And I buffed up like crazy. I was actually drinking those,
He buffed up like crazy. This is like, reminds me of like wee fucking Eric Cartman fucking trying to weight gain 3,000 because he thinks he wants to, he thinks he needs to fucking bulk up, even though he's a wee fatty boy himself, so he's fucking on the weight gain.
Whey protein, smoothie things. I would buy them from like GNC. And I would take that and I would be working out.
Jas was trying to dig the fuck out of this fucking conversation in the background. Just notice Jasper in the background, trying desperately to escape this fucking conversation, digging like crazy.
Protein, smoothie things. I would buy them from like GNC. And I would take that and I would be working out. And I buffed way up. Like, no exaggeration, I had no muscles at all when I was in high school. I was just like a string bean. Zero muscles. This arm, I know you laugh like, oh, you don't have a big muscle now, right? I don't have a big muscle now. But you see the muscle I have? I had nothing. This was like a...
So, let me just make sure you guys are getting a full shot. Here we go.
Zero muscles. This arm, I know you laugh like, oh, you don't have a big muscle now, right? I don't have a big muscle now. But you see the muscle I have? I had nothing. This was like a twig, like zero muscle to my arm at all in high school. And then when I worked out, I ended up getting muscle. And I kind of retained some of that over the years. I still have the little muscle I have is because I worked out. And it's good that I kind of kept it because, like I said, I was so effing skinny in high school. And then after that, I buffed up.
Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Jesus Christ, Phil. You retain to fucking muscle. Is it in an area we can't fucking see? Is it in a private part of your fucking body or something? Stephen Head wants me to try and get a closer shot of him squeezing his muscle. Like there's no resistance there. Let's see if we can get a good shot.
No exaggeration, I had no muscles at all when I was in high school. I was just like a string bean. Zero muscles. This arm, I know you laugh like, oh, you don't have a big muscle now, right? I don't have a big...
So is this it here? Is this a flex, you think?
Muscle now. But you see the muscle I have? I had nothing. This was like a twig, like zero muscle.
Look at him try. I love how he's staring at himself the whole time, trying his best to look as impressive as possible for his audience. So, okay, hold on. Let me get a full screenshot. There we go. Not only will I pause the video there and get closer in or whatever, I will get a screenshot of this. Because why the fuck not? It is robust and thus meaningful. And let's just paste that son bitch over here. And lo and behold, we've kind of lost his one arm, but we've gained another arm. Jesus. How the fuck did we lose an arm? How did that happen? How did it just cut off his unused left arm? Oh well, whatever. Let me just paste this in the fucking in the members Discord. Fuck me. Oh, they'll have a field day with that. Hey, Morgana fixed the fucking thing, guys. You added a clown wig in the nose and the big L, pointing at the big L. I like he fixed it by just fucking putting a big massive L in there. And also big up to Morgana for googling how to spell irrelevancy. You use the tools at your disposal, you know what I mean? There you go. Thank you by the way to Good God No for becoming a member, a Bingo Baddie. I need to remember to add your name at the end before the very end. I mean, to be fair, we're pretty much finished right now anyway. I mean, so I'll not forget to add your name. But thank you very much for becoming a Bingo Baddie. Okay, guys, I am going to wrap things up there. We've won bingo. Fucking hooray for that. I assume Phil's playing his game by now. What's the live DSP series doing?
Rooted.
27 buckaroos for live DSP. Who fucking cares? Remember, if you want to watch this fucking Howard and Rambo video that we made back in like 2015 or whatever, or 2017, I would highly recommend it if you've never seen it, if you've never heard it, if you want to see Phil's two former best friends talking about their experiences, fucking hanging out with Phil and how he fucking ruined that friendship they had, I'd highly recommend giving that a watch. And yeah, if you want to fucking see Phil pretend to know doctors better than anyone else, then there you go as well. Link to that is in the chat as well. Mighty D made that particular video, so yeah. So fuck me, man. Jesus Christ. Otters, where are you? Where are my beloved otters to end the fucking bingo? Broside Phil is plugging his shit right now. We're going over that on my Friday stream. So, Broside Phil's going to have a stream on Friday. He's definitely going to bring up Phil, try to flex with everything, you know, with all the tiny little amounts of muscle he thinks he has left in that fucking arm. Bloody hell, man. I love how Phil tries to fucking act like if he knows what he's talking about when it comes to fucking like exercise. This is the same guy fucking, you know, trying to tell his audience to fucking walk 2 miles in like fucking 10 minutes or some push. Like Phil was walking faster than like fucking some cars on the road apparently to fucking do his little power walks in between streams. It was the strangest fucking thing. It looks like we have no otters around. I'm so annoyed at that. My otters are not here. Oh well. We won bingo anyway, that's the main thing. We won fucking bingo. Great start to the week, you know, fucking hooray for that. I will be back tomorrow for some more bingo antics and all that jazz, but until then, guys, I'm going to wrap things up. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves, hope you all had a good time. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with some more bingo antics. Thank you very much for keeping me writing bingo card. Thank you, Meester, for picking a card. Meester has a habit for sometimes picking good bingos, to be fair. You know what I mean? Sometimes they don't come in, but a lot of the time they do. So credit where it's due to Meester. He somehow knows how to pick some good bingo cards. You know what I mean? So I will say that. Well done, Meester. You picked a good one today. But yeah, hopefully we can continue the fucking run, continue the trend, and get a full house tomorrow as well. But until then, guys, I'm going to wrap things up. And yeah, cheers for the super chats and contributions and all that jazz. Very much appreciated. They've added the bingo prize fund when they have that marble race at the end of the month. We're going to have a very lucky winner indeed. And of course, half of that money, remember, goes to charity as well. So yeah, half of it goes to a good cause, and half of it might go in your fucking pockets, who fucking knows. But yeah, I'm going to end how it always ends by putting the today's PIG contributions made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations. And we have an otter, finally! I stalled long enough for an otter to come very slowly floating along on screen. Glorious stuff indeed. Right guys, I'm going to end things there. As I said, I'm going to end by putting the today's PIG contributions, but guys, thank you once again for being here. I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower? When you're showered in money, when you go outside and all of a sudden greenbacks start falling from the sky and you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Free. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.